See, told you the door opening would
Yep.
work.
Stephen opened the door. Sorted now.
Physicist, seriously.
So, right, unbelievable. Ross is still tanking.
Okay.
This is just.
Oh no, he's in the hand.
He's cooled. I believe.
Yeah,
I
he's
think he's
called.
cooled.
Is he?
I think
is
he's
he,
called behind, and
is he the only
Kieran's
caller?
Kieran's boated up. I don't think it, he no. Okay, so he shows a 7. Fine. Had a 7. Don't know why he's even in hand. Stream down, Ross. Looks like, yeah. Sorry about the stream. Having a couple of connection issues. Looks like Ross did make the call. Your guess is as good as mine.
That's a poor
And
choice.
he's
even in
just
my
been
opinion.
stacked. He'll probably be rebuying here. Nice hand for Kieran though. He's
Yeah, I mean 2 callers.
flopped a set, tripled up. Lovely, lovely.
Ross looks a bit angry there. Don't know what he was thinking.
I don't know what he was thinking either. It's just he shouldn't have even called on the turn
Yeah.
when Simon donks into that pot. I think you just let it go. We now know why Ross loses money. Yeah, this is exactly why. Because he just calls behind.
We'll probably get him coming in a minute.
Yeah, he'll probably. Well, it looks like he's still got a little bit of a stack to work with.
I was thinking more because we were chatting shit about him for so long. But
Well, yeah, I'm not sure if they can hear us in there. They might be able to. I hope they can, to be honest.
I think they can because whenever we were in there,
Yeah, when we were playing on this, it seemed to work. So, whilst we've got a short break here, discuss how you got knocked out of this cash.
let's not discuss how I got knocked out of this cash game.
Oh, let's do it.
Okay, so basically, first cash game I've ever played, and I have very little patience.
Very little patience.
Very little patience. I'd already had
Maybe
to.
cash isn't for you then.
Yeah, maybe not. I already had to buy back in again for £10.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ross complains about having no money.
I knocked him out. I stacked him with kings. So.
Oh, apparently Ross is telling us he folded.
Nah, Ross is just a bad player.
Yeah, yeah, we know what you had. Yeah, he's just sort of like mouthing at us,
Should we try and get him on stream?
Yeah, come on, stream Ross. I mean, it's not as if you're doing anything.
So Ross is saying he's folded, but
I folded.
oh, we got
Come on.
Miniman6 in the chat.
I didn't go. I'm still in the game. They're dealing with it.
Lads, Sky Poker graph is unreal.
I didn't lose all my stat with second pair.
I don't even know what he was doing. There was the
Just
second pair.
ignore that. Ross probably got stacked.
Yeah.
Right, new hand. Pocket queens for
Ooh.
Penrice.
Queen King, Ace King. This is looking like a pretty good hand for at least 3 people. 7-8 suited. 4. 2-3 offsuit. Always good. Can't beat 2-3 offsuit.
Any other king queen? King queen, king contest. Deuces for Jacob. Look, might want to try and flop a set. I think Penrice is short enough here that he'll just put the money in
Yeah.
and get it in good. There's only 2 kings left if Kieran were to call him off. It's actually Ben Murphy.
Is Simon still in seat 1? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Simon is in seat 1, Penrice seat 2, Jacob seat 3, Ross Higo in seat 4, Kieran, our chairman, in seat 5, and we've got Ben Murphy seat 6.
Yeah, not Ben Lilly.
Looks like Sam Bernstein seat 7 and Carmel in seat 8.
Try to switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Do it.
Welcome our new
Which one?
welcome our new commentator.
What have you been writing in the chat?
I was just talking to Corey.
Oh, right, is he watching?
Yeah, Corey's in here too.
Do you want to switch out?
Just watch Ross get
Do you want to switch out? Or?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Stephen.
No problem.
For your hard work.
Would you,
Filling up that fucking pot.
yeah, it was a bit dodgy connection, but
It will drop a few times. It always does. We still haven't got a Ethernet figured out. Hello, everyone. How you
Hello.
doing?
introduce
Southampton
yourself.
FC. 3-1. Come on, boys. Well, then the viewers know me. I set up the stream.
Yeah, well, you still need to introduce yourself. Say hi. What's going on? Have a couple of new viewers
Who have we got in the chat?
in the chat.
Oh, Bessie. Bessie's in the chat. What's up, Bessie? How you doing?
We've got. I think these are the viewers with who are signed on, basically.
Robin Jacques Kwai, Seismic Bomb, Spasma TV, which is my mate. So big shout out to you, mate. We got an all in here. We got Ace King versus Queens. King on the flop.
Flop to king.
Not looking good here. It's going to need a miracle to catch up. 5 on the
Gonna
turn,
need exactly a queen here. There's one out.
and he misses, and the Ace King takes it down here.
Ace King's gonna take it down. That's Sam Bernstein, I believe, in seat 7. Who's collecting his chips. Unlucky for Dan Penrice. Gets it in with the best hand.
Southampton losing you £200. I'm willing to make you lose £200, Corey, for the win. I'm hoping. I hope you guys like the new mic. I hope it's the right levels for you.
Yeah, that's very nice.
So we've upgraded our mic because I
Very
knew you guys
clear.
were hearing some buzzing and things. So we wanted to sort that out. And the overlay, I hope you guys like that as well, courtesy of Mr. Eastham.
Mr. Glenn Eastham.
So we're going to move on to next round. What's the action been like? Who's been winning? Who's been losing?
Kieran flopped a set, actually. And he got paid. Simon flopped top pair, turned a flush draw. It went in. Ross added a little bit of dead money. So, Kieran's quite a big stack.
So I'm
Looks like
assuming
he's got
I
quite
can
a
get
few
the
chips.
place up. Right. So seat 1 is still Dan
Yeah.
Penrice, yeah?
No, seat 1 is Simon Steedman.
Seat 1, Simon Steedman.
Dan Penrice was in seat 2, but he just busted.
Okay, we're on
so
seat 5 here. He raises under the gun
Not
with
sure if
Ace
it's
6 off. Over to Ace 10 in.
it's 10
Sorry, he
seat
raised
6.
under the gun with Ace 5. Ace 10 makes the call.
There's Ben Murphy, and he's got a suited Broadway ace. We expect him to be putting in some money here.
Definitely in position.
Yeah,
definitely in position. And it's round to seat
Looks
1
like
on
it's just-
Simon Steedman here.
Looks like just a
Passes.
flat there.
Yeah, it's definitely just a flat. I mean, it's under the gun raise. I mean, you don't want
Yeah.
to probably expand the pot.
It's
You don't want to be 4 bet. Sorry, 5 bet.
surprised.
4 bet. 4 bet.
Surprised Kieran's open a6 here, to be honest.
Yeah, it's an aggressive raise here, and we're going to have King 7 of clubs here come along from seat 4 as well. Who's in seat
That's
4?
Ross Higgins.
Ross Higgins is going to see a flop here. So the flop, and Ace 10 flops top pair here with 9-10 deuce. A good flop here for Ace 10. Very
Should be very comfortable here.
very comfortable. Obviously, you've got hands like Queen Jack, which these people can have.
Yeah.
And he's going to lead out, and there's a fold.
It's just gonna
2 insta folds, and he takes it down. Standard pot there.
Very standard.
Very dry board.
Flops a pair. Bets, and he's just going to win that pot there.
So you've obviously been bragging about your
We've,
win from last night.
Yeah, I've been bragging about several wins. It seems to have come up on this stream quite a lot.
Yeah, well, we like to
Yeah.
see ex-society
Like
players or
to see.
current society players do well. I mean, it's always nice to see.
Yeah. So
You should come up here more often. You seem to run good when you come up here.
Yeah. Up for the week.
Have to stay now. You go big something tonight. You're like, I'm going to have to stay here just because of the good
I'll
karma.
be staying in Kieran's room now.
So we move on to the
What
next
do we
hand
have?
here. Buttons on seat 3. Actions on seat 6. And
See.
passes on seat 7.
Is that
Seat 8, they both pass. It looks like a missed deal.
looks like a missed deal?
It is a missed deal.
Okay.
Is Simon Steedman doing the dealing today?
Yes, Simon Steedman.
A
is
big
doing
thanks
it.
to him, but make sure he fucking deals properly.
We've had several missed deals on this table already.
So it's good. We got a cash game going on the Saturday. I really wanted to do this. I mean, this
Yeah.
is more of going to be more of a relaxed stream rather than our Tuesday streams, which are our league.
Tuesdays are normally fairly busy. There's a good few people down here.
Today is all just about chilling out and enjoying a bit of cash along with you guys. So back on the action now. Comes around to
Lot.
looks like seat 7's not on the table.
Yeah.
Ace 6 of hearts for seat 8, and he's going to flat.
Carmel there with a6.
I mean, definitely you would raise there with
I
Ace
would
6.
definitely raise here. Yeah.
2 connected cards here.
It's like
3-4 in the big.
3-4 offsuit
Sorry, in the small.
in the small.
And that looks like Jack 10, I think, in seat 2. And he's
Yeah.
not quite got his cards right over the hole, so
Yeah,
I think it's Jack 10.
I think that's Penrice. He needs to just put his cards slightly.
And Queen 7 also comes along from
Yeah,
the big blind.
there.
Queen 7
That's
suited. So
easy defend from Kieran there. He just gets the prize to see a flop.
4-way to the flop. And the flop is Queen, Ace 5. So Carmel goes
Ace
into lead
5,
here with
yeah.
Ace 6. Kieran...
Checks it, she checks it. So playing a bit trappy here.
oh, sorry, it was King 10 he had.
King 10, so
King
actually
10.
has a gut shot on this board.
It looks like it's check round on the flop.
Yeah.
Another club on the turn.
Makes
King
it-
10 is
makes
checking his
it-
hand.
Bit scary for Ace 6 here.
A lead out from Queen 7. I don't see Carmel folding on the turn here
Yeah.
when she's checked the flop.
Can't fold with an ace here.
So she's probably going to flat, and it looks like she has. Penrice flats with the 10 of clubs here, hoping to get lucky. Maybe
Yeah.
catch a jack or a club. And the river is another queen.
Another queen. So
Kieran trips up
Kieran
here.
has the check mark here.
And this is where we were
100%
saying that we should
as
be.
long as he
Carmel
doesn't
should have
fold.
raised with Ace 6 pre.
Yeah.
Because hands like Queen 7 won't be in the pot.
I think, yeah, definitely. And if not, put a bet in on the flop, see where you are. Because he can have a lot of hands here. He can just have a flush. I think he will raise here. He has a very strong hand.
So it looks like... oh, no, sorry. Look, 3-4 has a straight here. 3-4 has the straight. Sorry,
Oh,
guys. We
nice.
didn't even realise that. So Kieran's
Oh,
in
we
big
have a lot
trouble
of
here.
action here. Yeah, Kieran does not have the check mark. Looks
And he
like
shows the 3-4. It looked
It's
like
like-
it went bet
looked-
from
yeah,
seat.
I think it's been a raise,
4.
raise and a call, and the straight from Ross Higgins is actually going to take it down.
So Ross Higgins got there on the turn. I apologise for that, guys. Didn't see the 3-4 there. So Kieran lost a few chips there.
The disguise straight is the scariest.
And again, that hand's not going to be in there if you raise pre.
No,
So
it just folds. So I would prefer to see a raise there from Carmel with the suited ace.
on to the next hand. I think we're going to be streaming for probably about another hour and a half, 2 hours, probably.
Yeah,
Hour and a half,
about,
2
about
hours.
10 should be over.
Because we have
We'll
to go to
start-
Pasha.
we'll start- yeah, we do have to.
What
go to
time is it
Pasha.
open till?
I don't know. I've never been.
Have to ask Stephen about that.
Yeah.
Because Stephen promised me dessert today, so...
He promised you a pancake.
exactly. No,
Yeah.
cheesecake.
A cheesecake.
It's even more important.
He only promised me a pancake. So.
Action on seat 7 here, under the gun. And Carmel's picked up Ace-Queen suited here in seat 8.
Suited.
So she makes the raise,
That's a raise.
to 30p here.
Nice, easy open. I'm interested to see in seat 4 here, will Ross elect a call with a dominated ace?
He's on the button as well.
Yeah.
He may even make a free bet here. No, he just
Looks like he
flats.
I don't like this flat at all.
You're going to get
you-
yourself in a lot of trouble in
yeah.
these spots, I think.
You never know. You just don't know where you are.
I mean, I think the raise there is perfectly fine.
raise is fine.
And there is a raise out here from Kieran with
Yeah.
pocket 9s. So we've got two big
Pocket
hands here.
nines,
We have
so-
Ross should get out of the way.
Yeah. Carmel, I think, is just short enough that this is just going to be a shove, and we'll likely see a flip.
I'm not sure. I think she's got that's a five. The reds are £5,
Yeah.
aren't they? So I think she probably just flat here. Maybe I don't mind the ship either. I think the ship's fine.
Depends on the stack size. We can't see exactly, but
That's a 2 options. Either fold or
Yeah.
shove. I think most of the time here. I know she just flat calls.
just a flat.
Just a flat call there from Carmel. She's in position, so she has got position in his hand. Ross should get out the way. Doesn't want to let go, but he folds eventually. And it's going to be heads up between Carmel and Kieran here. 9s against Ace Queen, a classic flip here.
Yep. Ace Queen missing an out, but she doesn't really affect it too much. Looking for a queen
Maybe
or
I
an
think
ace.
actually Carmel has actually raised here to 520.
Yeah, that's
Which I think if Kieran, I think with the stack sizing, I'm not sure Carmel has much
Yeah.
more. So I think it's either a shove or a fold here from Kieran.
yeah.
And I think in a cash game in these
In a
spots,
cash game,
I
I
think
think
you could
just
take it.
call. I mean, just the slight edge from having a pair in a cash game over a long period of time will make you a profit.
Kieran's given it up here.
Looks like he's folded.
So I mean, he only loses 155 there, so it's
Yeah.
not too bad of a fold. I think with 9s, I think most of the time you're either flipping or you're behind with 9s in that spot.
Yeah.
Especially against Carmel's sort of range of 4 betting hands there.
Yeah, that's
And
I think
again, I
that's
think
fair
good play
enough.
from Carmel. I don't think she can flat there. I think flat's very, very weak.
yeah. Especially looking at her stack size, I think just puts that in and is happy to run the cards.
So Carmel gets a few chips back there after the calling off with the ace on the river on the previous hand. And seat 7 is still away from the table at the moment, so action will be on seat 4. Seat 1, sorry. Seat 1.
Suit one.
Seat 1, which is a Simon Steedman, who looks
see-
like he has a
you
very
see-
big stack here.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
And he will make the limp with
so.
King 7, it looks like.
Looks like about £70 he has in front of him here in a 5p 10p game.
Most of it your money, I think.
Yeah, most of it is my money. He stacked me twice.
So a fold here from seat
Is
2 and 3.
King 10 in seat 1 for him.
King 10 or King 7, I can't quite tell.
Yeah.
But over to Ross with a Queen 8 suited, who will make a flat the min raise here, I think.
Yeah.
And Kieran in seat 5 on the button is going to make the free bet with a 9-8 of clubs. I think that's a good free bet there.
On the button, you can just get a little bit more money into the pot.
I mean, Kieran's a very experienced cash player
Yeah.
online, so
Yeah.
he knows these sort of spots on the button are very exploitable.
Yeah. He's not one to just flat here. It's always going to be 3-bet or folding. Never going to give any money away without a fight.
So Steeman lays down the
He
King
is
7.
he is actually dominated here if Ross decides to continue.
And Ross has actually called here with
He's
the Queen
made
8.
call.
Personally, obviously, I prefer
Yeah.
having 9-8 in this spot. Even though you are dominated, I think there's more possibilities. Especially with the betting lead as well. I think you're in good shape most of the time.
That's a
So the
10,
flop is 6 deuce 10.
which is interesting.
Or was that 5? 5 deuce 10, sorry. 5
10.
deuce
Okay,
10.
Not as good as 6.
So neither
deuce
player.
10.
I expect Kieran just to bet here.
But-
Ross may decide to get a
Yeah.
little tricky. But I think
Ross just sees that he's completely missed and just lets it go.
there isn't much you can rep on that
Yeah.
board there as well.
That's just what happens.
And he folds, and Kieran takes it down with a good free bet pre there, and a C bet on the flop. So congratulations to Kieran there, building his stack again, after losing it with trip queens against Ross's straight.
Yep.
So it looks like seat 7 has returned to the table. He will be dealt in next hand. I mean, we could do
So,
buy the button, but these people don't know about buying the button. So
Mr. Sam Bernstein there in seat 7. He has about £20 in front of him.
and he is going to buy the button. He's going to buy the button here. Well, I'm not sure what they're actually doing.
An ace in seat 1 and an ace in seat 7.
And
So
it's
first-
ace 7 for seat 7, and ace
Is that
4?
Ace 4? Looks like ace,
ace 4 for seat 1 with Simon Steven.
So, no great aces, but we might see a little bit of action.
It looks like Bernstein has bought the button here, so our action will be on seat 8. Under the gun with Carmel Kelly. She passes, and it's over to Simon Steedman in seat 1 with the ace 4. May decide to raise here, may decide to be a bit tighter and just let it go here.
Hmm.
And he does decide just to get rid of it here. I think that's a standard fold.
Yeah.
Round to seat 3, which is...
Seat 3 is Jacob Georgiadis, I believe.
Seat 3 with Jacob Georgiadis, who has actually improved a lot as a player over
Definitely.
the summer, which I'm very happy about because living in your
Yeah.
your flat
Wow.
in inverted commas.
Living in Moor Lane.
Yeah, Jacob Georgiadis, seat 3, lets it go. Round to seat 5 with Jack 4 spades. Looks like he's made a free bet again here, Kieran. Very aggressive play against Ross's open
What
with
does he have here?
8.
Queen Jack.
It's 8-5 and Jack 4.
Jack
So a little bit of levelling wars
Oh, yeah,
going on
yes,
here
yes,
between Ross
Jack
and
4.
Kieran after the last hand where Kieran free bet Ross.
Think-
So Ross has
yeah.
raised with 8-5 and Kieran has free bet with Jack 4 suited. A flat from seat 7 with ace 7 and also Ross is going to see a flop with 8-5.
Okay.
And the flop comes 5-5 deuce. Ross flops trips here. He's going to be checking over to Kieran here most of the time. And Kieran is going to be leading. May get a flat out of a7, may not. A small bet here from Kieran for it looks like £1.10 into a pot of about £3.
I think A7 just folds here out of position. There's a
Yeah, obviously if you're in position and your last player heads up, then you might
it's
actually make the
very
flat.
different,
But
especially with Ross behind him, who's incredibly aggressive.
So
Loose
when
play.
you're in Ross's spot here, I think you're just smooth calling
Always
90% of
smooth
the time.
calling.
Obviously, you have to mix up your range, but I think Ross is smooth calling here
If you
most of the
smooth
time.
call here, you can just have 3s, 4s, 6s, 7s,
An ace, a
deuce.
big ace, well, not even a big ace, but ace
jack,
10, ace
ace
9,
10,
ace 8,
yeah.
ace 7, all these sort of hands which you would have free bet and flatted pre.
You
And
can
ace 7 has flatted here,
Still
coming
have
along
a
from the
lot of-
ride.
A lot of flush draws as well. There.
Ross is loving this spot right now. Flopped
Yeah.
trips when he's called the free bet with 8-5.
Has he min raised?
He has made the raise,
I
and
don't
Kieran
like
will
that at
instantly
all.
fold.
I don't like that at all.
And
Probably get rid of ace 7 as well.
the turn is a 7. Ace 7's flatted
Okay.
here. Kieran manages to get away, not trying to make any more plays
So
here.
that's interesting.
A
that
very bad card here for
Yeah.
seat 7, which is Sam Bernstein.
Sam Bernstein. I think he should have just folded Kieran's C bet. He's
Counting our bets here.
yeah. He's called one, and then he's been priced in for the raise, and he was drawing pretty dead, and he's now drawing to 2 7s.
I think
And
the
you just let this spot go. I think here if you're Sam Bernstein.
the hearts come on the turn as well, so something to think about for Ross here.
So Ross, he is fairly confident on the flop that he has the nuts, but
And the river is a 6, a complete
6.
brick card here.
complete break.
I mean, some straights do come in, but they're very unlikely to be in the hand at this point. So
Interesting.
Ross has to be very happy
Yeah.
with his hand now.
So that's a check from Sam Bernstein. He's got to value bet this. He's got trips. He's checked
He's
back.
checked back. Ross has missed
That's-
value there, I think.
That's a lot. That's a big mistake.
Because I think you're getting calls off a lot of
You're-
pairs and things which Sam Bernstein would be calling with, like
Yeah.
something like 8s, 9s, 4s, those sort of
Yeah.
hands. But when Bernstein leads out with the 7 on the turn, Ross must be thinking here maybe he's got the flush, but surely
think-
Bernstein would have
yeah.
led the river with the flush. So
yeah, definitely.
flush makes no sense whatsoever.
I think he's just leveled himself a bit, that he didn't want to get folded off. If you get checks raised by Sam Bernstein there on the river, he's in a
But the
bit
way
of
the
a
hand
spot.
plays, I think you can call
What
check
you
raise
can-
of 8-5.
Yeah.
Like, unless Bernstein has called in the
he's-
big blind and has like 10-5 or something stupid like it.
He has a super strong hand there, and he's definitely missed value. Yeah, well, ace
So
8
be
here
regretting
for.
that.
Or was that king 8 actually for Carmel?
Actions on seat 2 here.
Ace 9 for Sam Bernstein.
With the old 10-8, and he looks like it's a flat here. I think straddles are alive in this game.
Straddles are live, so this might just be a straddle here in seat 2 from Dan Penrice.
I hope it is.
Yeah, I hope it is too.
And over to seat 3, Jacob Giulianis, he will lay it down. Seat 4, Ross Higgins, he will also fold here. Kieran probably going to get out of the way here with King 3. 3-4 for seat 6. Is this Ben Murphy in seat 6?
Seat 6 is Ben Murphy, who's been a very interesting player over the course of this cash table. Very unpredictable. He's going to just fold this.
And now we're on to the best hand at the moment, which is Ace 9
Ace 9 for Sam
with Bernstein. And it looks like he has made the raise on the button,
Just button raised.
which is standard, and
Do any
small
of the
blind gets out of the
blinds?
way.
Look like they'll be.
Unless Penrice min raised into
Yeah.
the gun or something like that, but I don't know.
I think Penrice will just be defending here. He's got connected cards. You'll see a flop. Looks like Simon's elected to flat as well. What does he have?
And the board has come down Queen 9-5, so
What
a
does
gut
suit,
shot.
What does suit 1 have?
Seat 1 has, looks like 4-5
4-5.
or 4 deuce, one of the two. Either way, he's not
If
flopped
it's-
anything.
yeah. Oh, if he has 4-5, he's flopped the best hand.
No, he has an Ace 9.
Oh,
9,
of,
5, 9.
of course, yeah.
So I think Bernstein's going to bet here.
Ace 9's flopped
A
second.
fold
pair.
from Simon, and I think Dan Penrice may get a
Dan
bit fishy
Penrice,
here. Definitely in his range to flat here with the gut
Yeah.
shot. I mean, again, I don't mind the flat as well if you miss
I don't
and you're
mind
willing
it.
to make a play on the turn, because there's a lot of scare
Yeah.
cards on the turn on that sort of board for hands like Ace 9.
This, however, is not going to be one of
And
those.
I think with 8-10 here, you just give up
Yeah.
on the turn.
I think seat 7 should. Well, do you bet this again if you're Sam here?
If you're Sam Bernstein, I think you must know you have the best hand.
Yeah.
You don't really want to give him a free card, though.
There's a lot of draws that you don't want to give a free
There's a lot of
card.
bad cards: a 10, a spade, a king, a jack. Any of those hands. are
He
all
has
bad for you.
checked. I think you should.
And the rivers come a 10,
Yeah.
and Dan
this
Penrice
is
has river.
exactly what we're talking about. that
Exactly.
If he just puts in a bet here on the turn, 10,
And it's the 10 of
10-8,
spades as
yeah,
well. A
10-8
terrible card
goes
for
up.
Penrose. There, I think you just bet the turn.
Not for Penrice. He's now ahead.
Sorry, not for
Terrible
Penrose.
terrible
For
cards
Bernstein.
for Bernstein.
But again, if Penrice leads here, which I doubt he will,
I
it
think he's
goes
just
check,
in
check along.
check. And with a 10, he's.
But
I think
Bernstein's
he's
going
in
to make the
check
play here,
The-
betting with E9.
Again, you're
And-
not betting for value here anymore. You're just turning it into a bluff, and he's
And,
going to be snap called with a 10. 10's normally good here when
Taken
it
down
goes
there for Dan
check on the
Penrice.
turn.
But I think Bernstein is a little bit more aggressive
But,
on the
yeah.
turn there.
Bernstein missed that hand by not betting the turn. Standard rule is if you think you're ahead, just put money into the pot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you think you're going to get called by flush draws, open enders. I mean, even if you bet like half
If
pot,
it just has Jack 10 there, he'll call.
yeah.
And
You're getting- you're
Jack
getting
10
called.
has a lot of equity there.
You're in position as well, so if he checks you on the river, you can just check back as well for pot control
Yeah.
if you really want to. You're not going to be betting, if it comes like a high card than a 9, you're not going to be betting the river anyway. It's going to
No.
go check, check most of
Yeah.
the time. So action is on seat 3
Is
here.
that Ace Queen for Carmel?
It is Ace Queen again for Carmel. Let's hope she plays it a bit better this time.
Picked that up like 3 or 4 times. This
So
Right.
seat 3, Jacob Giornialis looks
Any
down at
contestants?
7 deuce.
7 deuce.
Are we playing the 7 deuce game today?
The 7 deuce game is live, but I'm not sure how wild
Oh,
Jacob's
no, it's
gonna go
7-5.
with it.
It's 7-5.
It's 7-5 anyway. I expect to just see a fold. I'm wrong though. Looks like he's counting out raising chips.
And he does make
He
the raise to
does
35p
raise to
here.
35 pence.
Ross makes the call in seat 4
What does he
with
have here? He's just got.
the 10-7.
Is that? Are you sure? No, that's 7 deuce in seat 3. That's what I'm talking about, Jacob.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So he has
And
raised.
He
up to the
has
gun with
raised,
with
so
7
he's
deuce.
getting a bit.
Says
out
the
there.
guy.
I mean, I lost 60 quid with 7 deuce. It's a stupid game.
So round to seat 7 with 5-6 of diamonds.
5-6 suited.
And round to Carmel. Again,
That's a
I don't
flat.
mind. I think she really has
I
to free
think
bet
you
here.
have to isolate here.
And she has.
And
She's made it £1.20. Very good raise there. I like the raise size.
Yeah. This will probably fold round. Can't see Jacob putting in any more money with 7 deuce. I think he just gives up.
Yeah, he's obviously just trying to play the 7 deuce game here.
Yeah. I think he has to make his raise size a bit bigger.
A fold there. Round to Jacob with 7 deuce.
7 deuce.
Is he going to fish with 7 deuce? You're going to hit a
I
7
don't
or
know.
a deuce.
Thing is, he doesn't actually have that much money behind, and the 7 deuce prices you in a lot. If he's looking down at a £3 stack, it's £1.50 for.
The thing is, he knows if he
Oh,
calls, he
yeah.
may get other people in the pot as well,
Yeah.
which means more value for the 7 deuce game.
Yep. He's just counting out his stack now, seeing if it. He is gonna 4-bet here, and he's been a very tight player actually. So
I think
only-
that's actually maybe a flat, or is it a raise?
looks like he raised.
Want to make it like 2?
I can't imagine.
I think it's a small 4-bet.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I can't imagine. He doesn't look like he has much behind, and I can't imagine him just flatting here with 7 deuce.
It is a 4-bet. Back over
It is
to
a
Carmel
4-bet.
with ace queen here. So what do you think you do with ace
I
queen here?
think you just put this in.
But against an under the gun raise of a very
Yeah.
tight player, it's a difficult spot here with ace queen. I think.
I think just because it looks like, I can't tell the exact stacks, but it just looks like, yeah, she's just cool. I don't think he has that much behind to play with, and I think ace.
I think
queen's
she's
just-
actually 5-bet
yeah.
here with the ace queen, which I think
ace
is a very
queen's-
good bet.
Ace queen's just too good.
Nope,
to
she
fold
has
here.
just flatted. She has just
Flatted.
flatted. So we're going to see 3 here.
We'll see
With
3.
Carmel in position. 7 deuce versus ace queen. And the boards come down 8-6-4.
8-6-4.
8-8-4, sorry.
8-8-4.
8-8-4. So both players missed a flop here. Carmel still must
Hmm.
be pretty happy with her hand.
Oh, okay. So that's what we've missed. Yeah. So he actually had a red chip underneath that stack, which is why this hasn't gone in pre.
So Jacob makes the shove here, bluffing with the 7 deuce. It's on Carmel. Will she make the call with ace high?
Now you have a spot here as ace queen. I think it was 4-bet and a call. I think she's just gonna let this go.
Especially with the way Jacob's been playing, I
Yeah.
think.
It's hard to put him on exactly 7 deuce. He'll be happy to table this if she does fold. Would be a very good call. But I'm not sure he's doing this with a lot of hands that she beats.
I mean, most of the time you make the call here and you sign like show me aces or kings. She does
Looks
fold.
like fold.
Very good bluff there.
Snap shows 7 deuce. It's gonna be
And there's some
a
more
little
extra
bit
value.
tilting.
Extra value going
Everyone
over to Jacob
throws in
here.
30 pence.
Well played there from Jacob. I think.
Yeah.
I think just open shoving into that
Managed
sort of
to,
board,
yeah.
especially if she got ace king, ace queen, exactly those sort of hands she folds.
Yeah. Well, ace king, I think, might
But if you,
think about it.
but why would you fold ace queen if you're gonna call with ace king? I don't think there's much difference between those
Well,
hands.
I personally.
Unless you think he could have ace king in that spot, which obviously
Yeah.
he could do. But I think it's more likely you probably put him on a pair in that spot. And I think Jacob knows that Carmel doesn't have a pair because she probably would have put it in pre. If she had jacks, queens, kings, aces, she would have just put it in pre.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have flat called. So
Mm-hmm.
I think the shove is a good play there. And I think Carmel's hand was
well
pretty
thought
face
out.
up.
Yeah.
And the button is on seat 1 with Simon Steedman. So the action is on the seat 4 with the straddle. The live straddle with the king deuce. And Kieran is going to flat from the seat 5 with 9-10 suited under the gun. Over to Ben Murphy. I think that doesn't update.
Well, fair enough. So we might have.
I'll just have a look.
Can you refresh the?
Yeah, I will, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to refresh the chat for you guys because it might have been disconnected. 1 second, Rooney. Refresh.
Everyone just spams the chat for us. Would help out.
Spam. Not too much because you
Not-
get banned by the Nightbot.
Yeah. Try not to get banned by Nightbot, but just
Because he's a badass.
just say hi if you're in the chat following us now.
We're just going to lose the action here for a second. We're just getting the chat back up so we can hear you guys, you lovely guys, talking to us. If you want to help out the stream, hit the follow button down below. You'll get live updates for when we go live. If you want to follow us, usually Tuesdays, and I'm hoping to make this a regular Saturday thing with this cash game. We'll have
Tuesdays a second.
the
Maybe streaming deep runs on this.
exactly. Maybe streaming the Red Spade Open tomorrow.
Red Spade Open. Yeah, that's definitely.
Definitely a possibility.
Definitely
So tune in tomorrow if you want to see that play. I think we've got 2 entries into it. We've
We've got me, Simon. I think Kieran might be buying in as well.
so we'll have one of those streaming, and if someone busts, then we'll go on to the next account and stream on that one.
So we just win all of the money.
1 second, guys. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. So I hope you guys are having a great weekend so far, and I hope you are putting your feet up with a pint of beer. I'm actually going to pop off for a few seconds in a minute. I'm going to go grab myself a pint because it's Saturday, so why not?
Alright.
We have 6 viewers.
6 viewers.
See, I told you that thing wasn't updated.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh, you fucking...
We're gonna need them to.
Also, if you want to
type in
help...
chat if they're watching when we get this chat loaded up.
So if you also want to help out the stream, have a look at the social media links down below. If you can follow us on Twitter, we'll also be posting on there when we go live. And if you want to donate to the stream, hit that donate button down below. All money's going towards improving the table and making it a better viewing experience for you guys out there, just so we can get some better quality. I mean, God's sake, this bloody thing. Sorry about this, guys. This is Twitch is deciding to throw a paddy at us at the moment. If this doesn't work, then I'll try something else. Ah, you bloody
I
stupid!
don't know why I can't see the chat.
Looks like Twitch server's down at the moment for chat, potentially.
We'll just go back to this hand for now because we look at C8. Looks like aces for Carmel. Pocket aces.
Pocket aces, and seat 7 Sam Bernstein has ace jack, and
Ace
Carmel's
jack.
just flat called here with the aces, and it's
Okay.
round to the big blind. Seat
In a-
4 with king 3.
In a tournament, I don't like this, but in a cash game against
If you can get away from the aces,
a
then
lot
yeah.
of loose players.
Boards come 10-4-4. No help for
Behind
anybody.
this.
Carmel's still far out in front here, and she has to be happy with that flop.
Yeah.
And I think you have to lead this flop with the spades out there.
And looks like she'll get value from Sam Bernstein with Ace Jack of Spades, 2 overs and a flush draw.
And he's actually
he's
going
got
to lead.
to-
And I
he's-
think Carmel
yeah.
could be shoving it all in here,
Yeah.
and she has. She's put all her chips in.
Looks like a very good flop with 2 overs for
I
Ace Jack,
think
but
he's gonna-
little does he know, I think a Jack's folded there as well. He's in bad shape.
I mean, he's got 30% still,
30% from the flush draw.
but I think he has to call anyway because it looks
Yeah.
like Carmel only has about another £3, and there's plenty enough in the pot to justify the call. So yeah, Bernstein makes the call here, and he's going to be about 33% here.
I think he's going to be disappointed to see aces here, to be honest.
I think Carmel's going to be disappointed to see nut flush
Yeah,
draw.
still disappointed to see any outs at all.
Turns a 4.
That's a 4, that's going to be it.
So Carmel
the
fills up
hands
with
over.
aces, and
0%
even
for Ace Jack.
the needle spade,
The needle spade always
needle
comes.
spade on the river there
It's
for
never
Sam
the other way
Bernstein.
around.
He picks up a flush, but she has
Picks
the
up the nut
house.
flush, it's not going to make a difference. So, nice hand there from Carmel. Thought she played that quite well. Definitely trapped him. He's quite a tight player. Maybe gets away
Again,
from
I don't mind the 3-bet pre, but she played
obviously,
it well in the
when
end.
you have aces, a 3-bet is never bad. And I'd opt for a 3-bet, but it's worked out.
That's
for me.
because you're an aggressive player, I guess. So let me just bring this up.
I get no respect.
There we go.
There we go.
I can get the chat out for you guys, and we can see you lovely people.
There's the chat.
And we have Messi on the screen.
Yeah. New poker stars.
It's not very accurate because he should be on crutches. And it's still loading.
Oh, the stream chat's not very fast, is it?
It's taking forever to load. Let me just
I'm
cross.
gonna go back to the table.
1 second.
Wait, I'll see if I can open it up on my phone. Just the chat.
That would be helpful.
So we can hear what you guys are saying.
We're going to go over to the action on this hand now. So action on seat 6 with Jack 10 under the gun. He will flat. King 10 for seat 7. Sam Bernstein will also come along for the ride. Seat 8 gets out of the way here most of the time. Carmel, she does. Action on seat 1, Simon Steedman. He also gets rid of it here. Here we go. It's starting up now.
Just that You Can Poker Live. Got them followed.
So, like our good friend Connor here, make sure you follow the stream if you're watching.
Right,
every single follow
everyone
helps.
type in chat now.
So we're 4-way to the flop here,
can see us.
5-way to the flop, and the boards come out Jack 9-6 here. So top
Rainbow
pair
board.
for seat 6.
Jack 10, Ben Murphy.
8-7 is
8-7 with a double gutted. No,
up and down.
up and down, yeah.
King 10 with a gut shot for Sam Bernstein.
Queen would be brutal, wouldn't it? No, Queen doesn't matter. England. I think
Yeah, well, I assume that
I'm
would
not
happen,
su-
Bob.
I'm
I
not
would assume.
surprised. After we lost to Wales. In a
And,
very tense
so-
game.
We're going to be 3-way here to the turn. 8-7, Jack 10 and King 10 in the pot. And a 4 of hearts on the turn here, so it doesn't
So
change much.
4 is a banana.
Jack 10's still
One of the
ahead here, and he's got to
pineapples.
still be loving his hand. That's Ben Murphy, and he will bet here.
He's got a bet.
Bernstein gets rid of the gut shot. And seat 5 here, which is
Seat 5 is Kieran.
Kieran will see a
Fitzharris.
river, and the river is pairing the board with a 6.
Mm.
Kieran, I think it's just going to go check bet fold
It's gonna-
most of the
yeah.
time. He does check. I don't mind the check back.
Check back, yeah. I think that's fine. His hand isn't incredibly nutty.
There's not many hands that he gets value from.
He's looking at 8s.
Because, I
maybe
mean,
10
what are the
high.
blinds? Iron
Uh,
Fellow.
the-
Welcome to Iron Fellow, by the way. I hope
Hello.
you're enjoying the stream tonight. The blinds are 5p, 10p. So just a cheap game for tonight, and a bit of fun, bit of money passed around. Students here, so we don't want to bankrupt them. And so the big winner tonight so far is Simon Steedman, who's up about £40. I'm hoping he's going to be buying me dinner with that
Yeah.
later.
I hope the meal is on him.
Well, meal should be on you, actually.
Well, it should
You can
be,
both pay for my meal.
But then I gave the money to him, so...
That's true. Yeah, he shipped it. So we move on to the next hand here with the action on seat 7, first of all. That is Sam Bernstein.
5p in US dollars, that's about... It's probably the equivalent of 7.15, so about $15...
Cent.
15 cent big blind. So
7 cent, 15 cents, something like that.
Yeah. So quite small stakes.
And round to seat 1. Simon Stephen gets away from it here.
Nice to
Ace
see,
9 for seat
People
3.
from America tuning in.
Yes, it's nice to see some US viewers. It's I hope you're having a great time over there,
over there.
and I'm glad you're tuning in to see our stream. The more the merrier. I'm going to go and get that pint now. Do you want anything
Right.
from the bar?
No, I still have my pint here.
Fantastic.
I'll
I'll
just,
be 5 minutes.
take the stream views.
Keep
Right.
on the action.
How's it going, guys? What do we have? It's from Canada, actually. Nice. Probably our first Canadian viewer, actually. Right, what do we have here? Seat 3, Ace 9 off. Looks like he's opened, and Ross has defended from the button with Jack 3 hearts. 10-6-4 flop. I can't see too much money going in here. Looks like Ross opened the button, actually. 25 cent. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in, fellow. Make sure to follow the stream. 25. Bob's playing a 25 cent 45 man sit and go. Keep grinding that. Keep grinding. Yeah, it looks like Ross is just going to take this pot down with a bet. Just shows you the value of position in this game. Very important. Looks like we might have someone to help us commentate here.
For like 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes, we've got
I still
we have a guest
I haven't-
appearance.
I haven't busted out as of yet.
Hasn't busted.
No. Hello,
Do we
people.
believe that? Can you introduce yourself to the stream
Yes.
for the second time?
I'm Carmel. I'm seat 8.
Seat 8.
Seat 8.
So you just picked up aces, is
Yes,
what
but
we
you
see.
kind of told it wrong, so I'm here to justify both
Okay.
of my hands, which
So-
you both told wrong.
Very annoyed at what's happening.
So with aces, I actually had like over £6 behind, and you guys,
Over-
she's
over
like 3, she has
£6.
to get it in, yeah. Yeah.
What are you thinking with the ace queen hand?
The ace queen hand. So I was actually watching another hand on the
he's made a
stream.
mess.
He just absolutely shoved in like £8.
Yeah.
So I was like, on a pair board, I was like, I thought he was better than me in terms of hands,
Yeah.
but
I
he
think
wasn't. But he met. It was a
I think
very
his
good
range
shove.
turns up with everything that's beating you and 70s that he
He
occasionally
could have
has.
easily hit someone with 7 deuces. 2 8s and
Yeah.
4 on the board. So.
Yeah.
But then with the other one with Kieran, I got him off the hand. I actually didn't 6 or 7 bet him up to £5.10. By the way,
Against Kieran, what did you have there?
when I
Did you
had
see it?
the ace queen suited and
Ace
he had the
queen of
nines,
clubs. Oh,
he
yeah.
raised to like 150
And you
something, and I
just-
re-raised up
just
to
took
like
it.
£3. I would like 3-4 bet him.
Yeah.
I didn't like 6
And
bet him, by
he
the way.
didn't have
I'm not
the
betting.
stones to continue with that hand.
He was very upset.
Alright, what do we have here? Looks like a king 5-3 flop. Jackson seat 3 for Jacob. He's picking up a lot of hands. 7-8 suited for Ross. He's been playing nearly every pot. I think he's just going to give
He's
up
doing
here.
okay though. He's doing pretty
doing
well.
okay. Looks like a nice stack of whites there.
Oh yeah, he's second in whites.
We thought
Next
he'd
to-
just
Next to Steedman.
lost it all with middle pair, but it turns out he folded. Still going to be
Is that the
waiting
one where
for
he
it.
thought he had 7-8, but he had 6? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. At least we know what he's tanking about. He can't even read his hand. King, queen on the river. I think this is just Jacob's checked this down. He's going to table jacks, and that's going to be good for a small pot.
Yeah, you made a very heroic shove, in my opinion, on
Yeah,
7 deuce. I was like,
think.
you
So
can
did
have it.
you 5-bet him, or did you 4-bet him? Or did you call a 4-bet?
Oh, I can't remember.
I think you called a 4-bet.
I raised, yeah, and then I called his 3 or 4
Yeah.
bet. I was like, I'll see a flop. And then he just gets it all in.
Then pick up ace is the next hand, so
Yeah, easy game, you know.
easy game.
Picked up ace queen a lot, but I haven't actually hit a board with it as of yet, from what I can tell.
Yeah. that's
Oh,
fine.
this
Just
one, great time at
put it
this
in
end.
pre. Alright. 7 of hearts. Looks like. Can we. Seat 3. Jacob, not quite sure why he's put his cards on like that. Ace.
Oh, I
is that
actually
kings?
missed. Yeah, I missed this hand, and at the end of it, all I saw was Kieran showing
Oh, so you-
kings and
so
not
you
winning.
have some inside
Yeah.
insider knowledge on this hand.
Well, no, I kind of missed it all because I was distracted. but-
Okay. Kings for seat 5, an ace in seat 6. Jack 9 of hearts in seat 2 for Dan Penrice. If I'm him, I'm. putting
And it's
him
James Bale now.
there. Oh, it's James Bale.
It is.
Okay. Is the stream still on in there? Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Great. Right.
it was good here.
Ace Jack here as well. It's a little bit of a cooler. Seat 7.
Yeah, he is very he does tank on the fold here.
Yeah.
I get him a 9-2, by the way. Spoiler alert.
Ace Jack, that was on the small blind.
Discipline.
That's fine then. Don't.
It's suited though. It's
yeah.
hard to let it go when
It's
it looks
hard
that
to
nice.
let that go. I think a flat's also okay. Okay. Ignore that. What's seat 6 getting in with that? It's just a worse ace. Ace 9 is in position though. And James Bailey with Jack 9 suited. Just going to give it a spin. That's an ace. Ace 3-6 flop. So Kieran has been sucked out on. It's going to go check, check. And then a bet from Ben Murphy. And
Look how easy Kieran lets it go.
Meekly
Like-
lays down kings.
Yeah. It was with Ben's bet there. You can kind of tell where that he was good. Bob, I will ask. I will go back and I will get some.
Any chance
stat
of getting
counts.
stat counts? Yeah, we can do that right now for you.
Is it only Bob on the chat?
There's several. Not sure who's typing in chat. Archer Shot, Miniman 6, Robin Jackie, Semisonic Bob, Spasma
Oh,
TV.
Robin, we haven't heard from her in a while.
From who?
Robin. She remember she was on the Society Facebook page. She's. I haven't heard from her in a while. I hope she's well. I hope she's
hello
well.
to you, Robin.
Yeah. It's a 5 of spades, by the way. I think that was. Oh, yeah, I have 7s on this one.
And
Oh yeah, spoiler alert.
spoiler
You
alert.
can see
just-
them, they're right there! I give nothing away. I said, oh, look, I have 7s here.
Oh, can I have your seat on the...
No, I'm coming back. Andy's next, anyway.
Oh, that's...
Right, so Ace Jack for Sam Bernstein. Pocket 7s for our Carmel here. And Ace 8 suited for Ben Murphy. Looks like
Ace left as well.
he's going to start the action.
Ben Murphy, all about the action.
Yeah. Ben Murphy is a very, very talented player, I think.
I come along for it.
Come on.
I'll see 3.
We'll see a 7. Just in the window, please.
Be so good. Like, if the perfect flop would be the case ace and a 7.
Jack
That's
7.
what I want. Oh, Jack 7 is my favourite hand.
Jack 7, is it?
Mm.
And 6.
Not
8.
sure why, it just is. Usually because anytime I fold, I hit a boat, and then I realised this is I should be playing this more. And it became my favourite hand.
It's like we've actually seen is that you have 3-bet?
But I
Or
didn't.
did he make it big? Oh
It's
no, Bernstein's 3-bet.
I came along.
You're not in the business of folding here, so
Not really, no.
which is understandable. It's actually just flipping here for the money. Is that what is that? It's paint in the window. It looks like a king though, which won't improve anyone. 7's still the best hand,
Kingdom 5.
although it's hard to take them to showdown here.
Yeah. not to ruin it.
Yeah. No spoilers here. Ace Jack with a gut shot's probably just gonna bet. Looks like Andy.
No, I'm coming back. Can't take stack. You can't take a stack off cash table.
Yeah, Ace Jack's just gonna bet the gut shot to the
I
nuts
don't
here.
know.
7's
I just check, make sure I still
Just-
have 7s.
just folds the best hand here.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Easy game. Okay, I'm gonna
Alright.
go back before I get my head.
Thank you for
Carmel.
thank you for joining
No
us on
worries.
stream with
If
your
I-
insider knowledge.
If I bust it, I'll come back.
See if you can get some chip stacks.
Yes, good.
Be rejoining us when she busts
And I'm back with my
with his pint.
my pint of John Smith. So cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
Peace to you, Iron Fellow. Thanks for popping in for the stream.
Yeah, from Canada, he was from actually.
From Canada. Oh.
So I think he was our
That's
first
it's
Canadian
quite
viewer.
amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like having people all around the world being able to tune in and watch our 5p, 10p game.
Several
here.
American viewers, Canadian viewer. I think maybe some European viewers.
So Carmel's gone back to play. She's going to get us the chip counts very shortly, Bob.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know how everybody's doing. Still, it looks like Steamer hasn't really got involved in any big
Yeah.
hands since.
Should have been playing quite nitty.
What?
Alright, so here we see pocket eights for James Bailey's actually in seat 2 now. He's got pocket eights.
James Bailey come onto the table, has he?
Yeah.
So we'll see how he does. Who's he taking the place of?
Dan Penrice, he busted queens into ace king.
Just
Just
standard.
standard cooler, really.
So it looks like a raise
Looks
here
like-
from seat 6.
Kieran Fitzharris opened this, I think, in seat,
Seat
5
5,
with,
sorry, seat
with
5.
king 10, which is, he doesn't know it, but exactly the hand, his marginal hand that he wants to play against eights here.
And it looks like Jacob limped 4s under the gun, which I don't mind at all.
4s as well, that's fine.
8s here in the big blind for James Bale.
We'll just
And
see
he is
we'll just
counting out
see,
chips here.
a king 4-8 flop, please, dealer.
And I think that's a raise from James Bale there to £1.40. Don't mind the raise, don't
Yeah,
mind
what do
it.
you think about this raise?
I think you're out of position, so you want to have the betting lead most of the time
Yeah.
in these spots, because if the ball comes like jack high or something, you can lead into it, and most of the time people are getting away from it unless they want to get tricky.
I think there's a line between just the pairs you're set mining and the pairs that you can actually bet for value here.
Exactly, yeah. So Kieran can even fold here, but he's got position, so I think he is going to see a flop here. And here comes the flop.
King 10 makes the correct call.
The flop is 6 King Queen. So King 10
Queen,
goes
6.
into lead here with a top pair with a 10 kicker. 8's far behind, and he can't be happy with that
No.
flop. He is.
He's just gonna.
He's just going to open ship it here.
He's just gonna
it.
open ship
Yeah,
it.
no, he's got another £5 behind there.
Yeah.
So Kieran here,
Wow.
sitting here
So
with a top
Kieran's
pair.
actually in a little bit of a spot here. James Bailey's 3-bet and his
When you
his-
call with King 10 pre and you flop top pair on that sort of
Yeah.
board, I just don't think you can
I
pass.
don't think you can pass, and he knows that and has just made the call. He's never getting worse to call if he shoves over the top, so I like just the flat.
An ace on the turn.
And ace is
It's
very
a
interesting.
very interesting card here. Kieran thinks his hand's just got a lot worse.
Yeah,
If James Bale checks here, I think it's a pretty weak check because
yeah.
I think Kieran doesn't have that many aces in his range because ace king,
When,
ace queen,
when he flats
white,
on the flop, there's just
free
not-
flop. Yeah, definitely. I think ace king, ace queen. I think is going
And
to.
he is going to ship it in here.
I don't mind that bet at all
No,
because I
I
don't
li- I
think
like this bet.
Kieran has a lot of aces in his range here, especially not ace kings, ace queens,
Yeah.
which is what you get snapped off by. Kieran's might be
He's
putting him on
tanking.
here.
He's tanking here.
This would be a very good call from Kieran here if he can make it. Very good call.
I don't for £8. I don't think he's gonna make this one. To be honest, would be very impressed.
But Kieran's played a lot of cash.
He's played a lot of cash, and he's not one to get bluffed off his equity here. Might come down to any reads he has on individual players. Because you have to think here. He's obviously turned eights into a complete bluff. So, but what is he trying to represent? Because he can just have ace king, ace queen, jack 10,
Yeah.
queens, kings, aces,
Even ace 10,
ace
jack.
10, ace 10, ace jack.
Because he
also.
c-bet the flop and he
Yeah.
missed, so then he hits
And
the
he
ace on
does
the
he
turn.
does get that through.
And that's a good bet. I think Jones played that very well there.
Shows the bluff. I don't think it's necessary.
Just to needle.
Yeah.
Just to needle. Well played there from James Bale.
I think Kieran just doesn't have a hand that he can call with enough there.
Yeah, that he's beaten.
Yeah, unless he's like trapped in with jack 10 there and just snaps him off.
Yeah. Again, I think James's range is very polarised there.
Yeah.
He either has a nut hand or
A
he has
nut hand
absolute
or a
air.
bluff.
Yeah.
And this time it was
So you pretty much bluff
It was
catch him when
air.
you call that shove.
yeah. And I think his range is slightly on the value-y side. So
Yeah. So a straddle here from seat 4.
Does he do that with King Queen as well? I'm not sure if he just checks the flop.
But James, what, flats with King Queen? On the
No,
board?
on the flop he doesn't donk in.
Donk the flop
Well,
with King Queen.
see, but
I think you could. I think
You-
you can
you
play it
definitely
either
can.
way, but I don't like it when people. I always put people in quite big hands when they raise pre or free bet pre,
Mm.
and then check the flop to me
Yeah.
or check back the flop, because they have to have some sort of equity to be able to do that.
yeah,
Because most bluff hands are just going to bet to try and take it down on the flop.
yeah,
Whereas if you've got equity and you want the player to catch
Mm.
up and catch something, obviously not to go ahead, but
definitely agree with you. His
Uh,
equity there can be his exact hand, the 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks. So it's a thought.
so a freeway to this flop with King 8 of hearts
10-7 for Ross Higgins.
and 10-6. It was a straddle pot and looks like it was just called around. So freeway, and the board comes Queen, Ace Deuce. It hits no players here, so looks like a bit of aggression on this flop. We'll probably take it down. Checked all the way around. We see another ace on the turn. King high here is the best hand.
Yep.
I think he must know that by now with the checks on the flop. And I think you bet here with the king high. I think it's safe to bet.
Yeah. I think
And he doesn't. He just
he
checks
just
here.
checks. I think it's alright.
And the river's a jack.
Can't be too bad to just check back.
Hello. 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 Maybe. I don't know. I haven't checked. Have you sent chip counts? Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I should have it.
Looks like we're just receiving the chip counts here
All right. No worries. All right. Cheers, mate.
as we resume a new
Bye, bye.
hand. I hear a rumour of warehouse again today.
Yeah. No way.
Has he sent you the chip counts?
That's dirty.
It's probably a rugby update then.
Doesn't look like I've got it. Come on, Ross. Please have sent it to me. Oh, there we go. I've got it. But so we will give you the chip counts in another 5 minutes because obviously the stream needs to catch up. So we go to this hand with it looks like a raise from under the gun from Kieran with King 9 of clubs.
Queen 10 suited for James Bailey on the button. Very strong hand here in position.
And the small blind, I think that's Ace 10, is that?
His turn. Yeah, it looks like ace 10 to me.
A flat from James Bale, he's going to see 3 here. Ace 10 for Jacob Jordianis, he's probably going to see 3 again here as well. He does. And a call from the big as well. With the 6-8 of hearts.
So we have a 6-8, Queen 10, ace 10 and King 9.
And the
Fairly
flop comes
different hand.
Ace high.
Looks like an ace.
Ace 5 deuce. Ace 10 goes into lead here of Jacob Jordianis. Do you lead here?
Just crush and lead. No, I don't think you lead here.
So he has checked.
From the
It's
small
checked
blind,
all
it's
the way
checked.
around. And the turn has come another ace.
Okay.
So Jacob trips up. He's going to lead out here to try and get some value from his trip aces.
Again, I don't mind just checking here.
After the 7 deuce bluff as well, you may get some king highs to come along. Maybe Kieran will come along here.
I think when he leads, he has an ace a lot of the time. If he checks, he gets
He could also have 5 a lot of the
a
time
lot
as
more
well.
value off bluffs as well. Kieran is going to make the call. He thinks his king high may be good here,
Might even be a raise there actually.
as he made it very small.
Yeah, as it looks like Jacob's led out for 40 or 50, and Kieran's raised
Raised
to
it up
120.
to 120. So it looks like Kieran's just having a stab at what could be a steal. Obviously, Jacob's never going to be folding.
And he likes to use the raise as well because it could
Yeah.
mean. Do you check the river over and risk losing value?
No. Once you've been raised, I think you put in a bet.
And a small scare
bring-
card
it
here with a
brings-
4.
Brings 4 to straight, but if you think about how the hand's played out, This is really just
Yeah,
a
it's
brick.
hard to put him on a free here.
It's
very
really just a
hard.
brick.
So Jacob is going to try and get value here on the river.
He's going to lead out, and Kieran's just going to fold. He made a raise play to try and take it down there if Jacob's just got air. But
The thing is,
he's
if the
just gonna
hand
give this
that
up.
Kieran's beating is the free there,
Yeah,
and now that four's dropped, or the free or the four for the gut shot,
yeah.
which he could put Jacob on as a
Yeah.
bluff,
As a
which could make
semi-bluff.
him fold.
Yeah.
And,
And
but both those hands have
he's-
improved, so I
he's
just think he
just
can get rid
beating
of it.
nothing. Yeah.
He really wants to call with the king high. He doesn't believe Jacob here at all. After Jacob showed death 7 deuce for a bluff earlier.
Yeah. He's contemplating the hero call with just king high. But you're only really beating 10-9, Jack-9, sort of just complete, absolutely nothing. He's decided to...
And you have to remember he's checked his option in the big blind, so he can
Mm.
have pretty much any two pre-flop range.
Yeah. I think he's in the small blind, actually. Jacob. So completed from the small blind.
Exactly, he can still pretty much have any two.
He's still considering a call here. This isn't... I don't think this is a Hollywood from Kieran. He's genuinely considering that he might have the best hand here. Looks like a little bit of table talk going on from Jacob. Trying to level him into a call. Which is always nice to see.
Kieran really wants to call with the king high, and I can see his
Yeah.
reasoning why he would want to call with the king high here. He
Yeah.
just doesn't believe Jacob has anything here at all.
I agree, just the 4 isn't a great card to be calling off.
Looks like he is going to make the call, and he's going to see the bad news
Nice.
of the trip aces.
Yeah.
And Kieran gets away from it here. And I can see Kieran's reasoning for the call
Yeah.
there on the river. He just doesn't believe Jacob at all after seeing that 7 deuce hand earlier.
Clearly.
But I still think he can get away from it on the river there. I
Yeah,
think the
it's,
hand just makes... Unless Kieran...
After Jacob has a... Remember that it was raised on the turn, actually. So after he has a hand that he's leading the turn and calling a raise, I think you just let that go there.
Yeah, I agree. I think Kieran sort of levelled himself into the call there.
Yeah. I don't think Jacob's going to be messing around there with a lot of air too often.
You alright?
I do, yeah.
Want to have a stint?
Yeah,
Quick
Yeah.
gander.
Nothing look.
Gander.
Well, I am going to have a quick break.
Right, we're going to lose Simon Bailey again.
And Glenn Eastham, who made this fantastic overlay, thanks to him, is going to come in and do some commentary with
seat numbers.
Connor here.
Does
So,
You have this Martin Gate.
We have Martin Gate, Troll.
Just what an overlay.
No, leave it. It's pretty good. I like it.
I'd rather put Weatherall's face.
No, Weatherall's next week.
Change it
Next
every
week,
week.
Tuesday.
Whoever busts first.
Well, it looks like we just have aces into kings here.
Really?
No, I don't. I think that's ace 10 in C3 or ace 8.
Oh, yeah, it's a double side.
Yeah, double sided. That is kings in seat 5 for Kieran though.
Must be nice.
He's just made a call with king high.
Oh, was it good?
It was horrendously wrong. No.
Oh, okay.
I liked his ambition for it though.
Yeah, was it a big pot or?
It was a medium-sized pot.
So that really doesn't describe how much it was.
Well, the viewers know exactly.
How much
exactly
was?
how much it
I'd
was.
like to know how much was it.
It was about a £10 pot. I think.
Oh wow, that's
Just a standard raised pot.
C3 cameras broke. Still an ace 10.
C3
The
card.
Barnet's not ace 10.
okay.
Okay, so we're not actually fully sure what seat 3 has here.
Just as the ace of spades by the look of it.
Yeah.
Forever. Okay, so Kings takes it down. Does it Kings just
Kings,
opened under the gun? Was it? Or was
I
it
think,
Kings?
yeah. No, I think that was actually a 3-bet from the small blind. And
okay.
just takes it down. No one has a hand to compete with Kieran's range, you know.
So have you explained to I am fellow how much 5p represents in US dollars?
Yeah, I have. And,
It's about 7 cents.
It's about 7.15 roughly.
11.
I think it's in that area. So high stakes. Semi-Sonic Bob playing. Said he was playing 25 cents and goes, so he can afford several buy-ins here.
Yeah, you'd have
Several big blinds,
2 buy-ins maybe.
2 buy-ins.
That's if Bob was playing correct bankroll management.
Correct.
which
bankroll management,
I don't think he will
which-
be. I reckon. Okay, so seat 3 is currently broken. So that person does not have the ace of spades.
This is Not ideal, but we'll just truck on through it.
So seat 7 has opened. King 7 of diamonds.
Is Simon not playing in seat 1 anymore,
No, Simon.
or he's just lost
camera
lots of
3.
chips?
Simon's
Yeah,
still
we've
in
lost
seat 1.
camera 3.
Yeah. Camera 3 is down.
I've got chip counts for you, and we're going to take a break
Right.
in like 10 minutes while we fix this camera.
Okay.
Cool.
So I don't know if you guys heard that, but we'll be taking a short break while the camera in seat 3 is fixed.
Cool. We'll go over the chip counts when the stream goes down, but currently, I mean, we can go over them now. Seat 1 is Simon Steedman. He's got just over 60 English. That is around about $80 for any of our
That's my money.
viewers over the ocean. That's
That's all my money.
seat 2 is Joseph B. No, who's
James
Joseph?
Bale.
James Bale. Sorry, it's just got initials here.
Joseph B.
And that's 16 English. Again, that would be about $22 US.
$22. He just knows the conversion rates in his head.
Yeah, maybe about $25 Canadian and probably about the same Australian dollars. What's that in euros? £16? Would you know that?
£16.
About 19 euros, maybe.
I think
or-
it's about 19, 20. Stream won't go down.
Stream's fixed. The break is no longer happening. Can I butch across and get my mug on the camera?
Can I get your lovely face on the camera here?
There we go. That's better.
We need to see how much £16 is. Right, continue. We can continue.
Yeah, Jacob Giorgiordios.
RH in C4.
Ryan Hurley, I think.
We've got Ryan Hurley playing in C4 now,
Yeah, he's got 31 English.
and he's really bulked up his arms, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been lifting a little
He's
bit.
been lifting. C5.
KF, who's KF? Do you know who KF is?
I think that's. I'm gonna guess. We all know that's Kieran, don't we?
Yeah, you couldn't think of anything for KF, could you?
No, KF's
No,
too hard.
that's difficult. BM,
BM.
that's clearly Batman. In seat 6, he's got
Got
£12.30.
Batman in C6. £12.30.
SB, the small blind.
It's just a small blind.
Is that who is SB? Is it
That's Sam Bernstein.
Sam
in
Bernstein?
C7.
Of course, it is. Yeah.
He has just under £15.
And
Which
CK
is
Nam in C8 has about £16 as well.
About $22 USD.
Yeah. What would you? Yeah. How
Bob
many
Monkhouse.
rupees would that be? Do you know?
How many rupees? Several thousand.
A few thousand rupees.
A few thousand rupees here in C8.
So I've not been watching much of the stream. Has there been any
There's been a lot of action.
lot of action?
Ryan Hurley's been losing a lot of money.
That's
He's been
standard.
losing a lot of money.
We got a missed deal. Is that the Queen of?
Still doesn't look like the
Is that-
camera in seat 3 is quite fixed yet.
Yeah, I think that'll be on the delay.
Yeah. Hopefully that will go away soon.
Is the seat broken on the delay?
Yes.
Like, so it'll be
Yeah, it's
yeah.
delayed. Yeah.
seat for yeah.
It'll be S9 for a while.
Cool.
Closest door.
Seat
And,
7 has got a couple of crabs. I think pocket 3s.
See the bad call on there with King Kai against Jacob.
I didn't see it, but
No, I
Connor's mentioned it a
Was
few times.
commentating over it.
Isn't that this?
Just fold, just fold.
know.
He always has it. He always has it. And he calls the raise on the turn.
I know.
You check give up.
Yeah,
It's a single plus EV play. Though.
yeah, I know.
He knows exactly. Right, we've got King Queen in seat 6.
We've got 10-7 of clubs in seat 2.
Seat 2 will probably be taking those for a spin. It's James Bailey. He's how do you think he's been playing, James Bailey?
James Bailey's been playing pretty tight.
He's been playing.
But
pretty
that's
tight.
unlike James because he's usually
Yeah,
quite a
he's
loose player, isn't he?
usually,
I think he's a bit self-conscious about being on the stream.
I definitely agree with that. I've made a few bad calls on the stream
Yeah.
just because I was in the stream, didn't want to get bluffed, and I didn't. I was getting value bet to shit.
I've lost a fair bit of money on stream today.
With Seven Deuce in particular.
I made a correct call
Hmm.
against his exact hand, which obviously I read to perfection.
You have his king that call.
So seat 7 has folded the pocket 3s here, I think,
Yeah.
in the big blind. I'm not sure what the action was prior to that. It looks
Seat
like it's been
3
very-
just has 2 napkins. He can be playing anything here.
C3 is, yeah.
Just
It's not what he has, because it's
Yeah.
stopped the stream.
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, so it looks like there's a free bet from the small blind there with King Queen.
Yeah.
Is that Seat 6
Seat
is
6 is
Bernard
Batman.
Bernard Manning in Seat 6. Made
Batman
a
in
racist
Seat
remark and free bet and took the pot down. Bob Monkhouse, sorry, we saw that there.
Bob Monkhouse, yeah.
He's a blockbuster, isn't he? And that count was live about 10 minutes ago, so yeah.
That's about 10 minutes ago.
That was
It's
same.
about the same. No one's run it.
Do you want to run over the chip counts again, just for anyone who missed them at home?
Yeah, we can. Anyway, if you miss them, seat
Yeah.
1, we have an overwhelming chip leader, Simon Steedman.
He's got 60 quid in front of him,
He's got
600 big blinds, is that?
600 big blinds.
They'll polish them off. Sharpish.
Seat 2, James Bailey, £16. Seat 3, £20. Is that 20?
Jacob, yeah.
Jacob G.
He'll have a bit more now, he just 3 bet and took that pot down, I think.
Ryan Hurley in seat 4 with £31 has been doing very well actually.
Mm.
I thought he was stuck. Actually appears to be up.
Ross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who's Ross?
Ross Hurley.
Yeah.
Ross Hurley in seat 4. Kieran, who's currently here.
So what, have you just busted, or are we going to see
Well,
it?
there is
We're
no.
gonna see
there is
any
no,
surprise.
There's no tells here.
No,
No
tells.
spoilers, but I am away from the table. at
He's
the
away
moment.
from the
Right.
table. It's probably
Yeah.
up, right?
Judging by Kieran's face, he's definitely just busted that 11 quid. He's got in front of him.
Definitely.
Awful.
Run
There's
Queen.
no spoilers.
So, do you want to tell us how it happened?
Well, the handles pop up on it, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll pop
I mean,
Well, I hope it pop up.
we could guess what happens. Do you want to get? Shall we have a guess? Okay, I'm going to say.
Right, let's guess that.
I
Just
can-
based off his facial expressions.
Right.
Oh, he had
He
two
looks
eights, I
quite
think.
dis-
By the looks
he
of
looks,
it.
he looks quite disappointed, like he lost a flip.
Yeah. Did you have the? Did you have the pair?
No.
Oh, right. Okay. He's
So
lost with Ace King.
He's
so-
got it. He's got it in with Ace King. Hannah knocked him out. He looks a bit salty, so I'm gonna guess
Sixes.
a low pair.
Yeah.
Sixes
maybe
or
lower.
sevens. Maybe.
I reckon might be. Yeah. A couple of
No
sailboats.
spoilers
Couple.
here.
A little lip tremble there. Maybe fives.
If it was a genuine, yeah, maybe jacks. Maybe it was.
I want to commentate for a bit.
I'm gonna. I'll hop out in a second.
Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit better.
Were you a bit hungover before?
No, just ill.
Just ill.
Just,
Yeah, just ill. Woke up and my throat was on fire.
Okay, we got some tonsillitis over here in the commentary booth.
Yeah.
not contagious.
It sounds contagious. I think I'm going to be sitting out in a minute as well.
So,
So in the
So-
chat, if you'd like to comment on what you think could be improved on the stream, I won't be taking it into consideration. But Kieran sat here, and he'll have a bloody good look at it, and
See what he can do.
yeah, see what he can do.
We need to change these overlays that Glenn made. Seat 1 is obviously in the wrong position. It should be swapped with seat 4.
Oh,
Seat
okay.
2 and seat 3 should be swapped around as well.
Right. So could he not have instead of just moved the cameras around to fit the overlay, or is that not possible? Because it's definitely possible.
It's not possible.
What?
It's not.
You can just swap the webcams.
Yeah, but
You can
then
swap the
seat
info.
4 would be seat 1.
Well, what you do
that's
then
why you swap.
is you have the
swap
camera
them.
that's in seat 1, you'd swap that to where seat 4 is now positioned. I'll sort the overlay because clearly
Yeah.
moving the position of the cameras is
But
too
then,
difficult.
then what? If I put aces down here on seat 4, then it doesn't work. It doesn't help.
What?
What?
Would you like to have it so it
Little
goes
bit
1,
of-
2, 3, 4 all the
Yeah.
way around?
A little
Okay.
bit of confusion
Okay,
here
so-
in
so-
the commentary booth.
The cameras are still they're correct though.
The cameras are correct. Seat
Right.
1
Okay.
is
No, I'm
still-
with you. You just want them to go around in
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Do we
clockwise
have-
manner.
Clockwise manner.
Right.
This
Okay.
looks like an interesting hand. It looks like we've got Jacks in seat 1 and Jacks in seat 2. And not sure what in seat 3, to be honest.
That's our wild card. Sweat with seat 3.
That's what I was seat 3. On our
Jacqueline Jerky one up on hand.
like, beef cam, jerky cam or something.
Yeah, something like that.
If he doesn't call it, I'm going to be
Some sort
bamboozled.
of dried meat.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like we're about to shut down. Jack on the flop.
Jack on the flop. That would that'd be a misdeal, would it?
Yeah.
What if it's a Jack of Pain?
If you're Jack with pain, then
Yeah.
I think Twitch shuts down.
Just everything, just well, that's like divided by 0. Everything, just
Yeah, just gone.
the apocalypse now.
Can we get some advice on the audio? We have a brand new £50 mic. Is it a lot clearer? Is that buzzing gone in the background for anyone who tuned in before?
It looks good.
Looks
I mean, from
sounded
my
good
side,
from,
on the client side, sorry, server side,
Yeah.
fine, looks good, but
The audio, we have the stream just above the table on one of the big screens that we have. Oh yes, we have a big screen, and the audio sounds fine on there. But
No buzzing.
Good stuff.
That's good stuff.
next week we'll be improving the overhead camera. Going to buy a new overhead camera, so hopefully we'll be able to see like the players' heads, not just their arms, and just be able to tell off how chubby their arms are, who it is.
I'm going to go ahead and say seat 4 is Ross Higgins. Yeah. A couple of mammoths he's got on him there.
Well, I'll keep you updated on that. Looks like Jax has just gone all in here.
Yeah, is it going to be a flip and just hopefully...
We're all rooting here in the commentary booth for a free roll, so...
Yeah.
But I don't know, Ace 8 has got he's in there somehow.
He's
Again,
not-
Yeah,
just can't fold Ace
flashing
8.
board.
There's a jack on the flop. No.
Looks like there could be a free roll here for the spades.
Spades, yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Is someone...
Oh, that's a break.
Oh, that's a break. Just going to chop it up. It's a shame, that.
And no rake paid. No rake paid at this cash game, so they will be splitting up the rest of the money in the pot fairly, instead of, losing money if they're on certain sites.
Certain casino tables as
Certain
well.
casino tables, yeah, they don't, uncapped rake on split pots, which is a bullshit, but I won't get into that.
We've had a discussion about the rake, and if we took rake it'd be an illegal cash game,
That's true.
so we won't mention the rake.
No rake being taken, there's definitely not a little slot on the table.
Just down the middle where it folds.
Yeah.
I mean, surely
No.
you could be able to set rake if the rake was then donated to charity. Is that a possibility for some of the cash games in the future?
No, I'm not a fan of taking rake, especially in
no.
such low. No,
I mean-
there's optional, obviously, donations and Twitch donations that we had the last 2 streams going to charity, but
Yeah.
the donations this week will be going to improve the table. Like I said, we've just bought a £50 mic coming out of mine and Simon Bailey's own pocket.
So that'd be
Okay.
about 25 quid each, would it?
Wait, I'm going to say, yeah.
And what would that
that's-
be? What would that be in US dollars?
How much is that in English first?
25 English.
25
I
quid,
think.
that's
English,
about
yeah.
37 US dollars. Give or take,
There
about
we go.
25 cents.
You can only do a charity game to buy it. Yeah, we've seen. I think we've had.
If the buy-in doesn't exceed £8, so yeah, that would...
I think the alumni event had to get capped at £8.
£8, yeah.
Well, we took £3 rake on that one.
Yes, because we
Yeah,
can.
because that was last year.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't German, but I've heard the German was a bit of a
Maybe,
bit of a legend. I think.
Yeah. Legend's a good word.
He did a great job.
Good word for it. Yeah.
He did do a good job. If Brad Jones is out there watching, which he isn't,
Because he actually doesn't care about
he
it.
really doesn't give a shit about us.
Is that 7 Ds or deuces? It's like deuces in seat 5.
Yeah, I'm quacking
yeah,
arms,
for
really.
Harris, so this is probably the bust out hand, to be honest.
I've been 3-bet by Simon here.
It's a 3-bet by Simon, who has...
Looks like he's got a couple of overs.
Looks like he's got 7-5 seats.
7-4 suited, I think.
7-4.
7-4
And
suited. And what's the flop? Ooh, he swapped an open ender.
Ace 5-6.
Yep. Backdoor spades. Has he
So
got?
Kieran should not be putting much more money into this hand with deuces.
I think Kieran's going to be putting him on hearts maybe here sometimes, especially if he gets it in.
Just folds the best hand.
Just
No.
folds the best hand.
What a fish.
I think it's a pretty standard fold. I mean, you have to be very
Definitely.
speculative to.
Simon's played very, very tight as well
Yeah.
since he won all that big pot.
Yeah, once that's a given. Once Simon has more than 200 big blinds in front of him, he shuts down a bit. He starts playing premiums. He's not fucking about. He doesn't want to lose 60 quid on stream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking he actually wants to blind down to 10 big blinds like he plays all these comps.
And then he will. That makes
Then
his
just try
decision.
and
Yeah.
flip. Yeah.
He'll pick up ace queen and
Get it in.
get in.
So he will
Probably.
be sat here for quite a while before he goes down to 10 bigs and actually has to play a hand.
Yeah,
Right.
that could be.
Like 4 days.
About 4 days. Yeah. And so have you spoke about? I've heard that you cashed one of Jason Somerville's events. Was it yesterday? The
I
home
think
game.
it's been mentioned on stream several times. But
Yeah.
I can go over it again for you.
No,
if
it's
you-
fine. I
if
don't,
you'd
need to,
like.
I don't need to worry about it. I just wanted to make sure it has been covered.
Yeah,
If it has,
I
we'll
think it has been covered.
sweep
Yeah.
that under the rug and forget about it. Are you going to be travelling to Reno though?
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility if I can get staked for flights and hotel.
So there is jabs. If you want to donate to Connor
To,
going to Reno
To my Reno fund.
and playing some Bingo.
to do
in Reno.
things with Jason Somerville that shouldn't be mentioned on stream.
Sort of things would they be?
Grinder is involved.
I don't think they should be mentioned on stream, to be honest.
It's okay, well, you have mentioned them, so
I haven't
might as
mentioned.
well elaborate.
We'll do things.
You're going to run him up and down. And all around.
Alright, big pot here. Well, they pocket aces.
They look like two aces.
They just look like two pointy ones for seat 1 here, and it looks like
Oh, seat 3, we're live.
seat 3 were live with pocket 3s.
And this is the stream test. We're just
Oh no.
we're just sorting out the camera for seat 3 here.
Yeah.
Just putting aces in seat 1, deuces in seat 2.
So, all the way up to seat 8, and you put 9s in there, is it? Or
No, that's fine though. I got it working, so we're all ready to go.
Seat 8 would be 8s.
awesome. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eight.
You are playing 8-handed here.
Yep.
On this home-built,
Home built.
amateur, Horcam card table.
Sponsored by Calling.
I wish. Jesus.
I mean, this it kind of is free advertising for Carl's.
I know.
I mean,
Shout out to some of our viewers here. We've got Archer's Shot, Archer's Hot, CRN 230, Gutshot Grey, Miniman 6, Robin Jackie, and Semisonic Bob.
Miniman 6, that's Corey, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
That is-
Corey. A couple of regulars here who've.
Should have been living with us this
Tuning in.
year,
Well,
Yeah.
we're not going to that, to be honest.
as well as you.
Is that Kieran 230? Kieran 230, that's how you spell Kieran. Kieran.
No, it's not.
That is the correct way by the looks of it.
Nope. Did you not hear O'Connor pronounced it first time?
CIA rat or what?
Siran. You don't have that problem if you spell it with a K, mate.
No.
Well, it's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
The all-in triangle is quite impressive, really. I mean,
Yeah. It
It's
needs
only-
to be red.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can get one off the PokerStars FBP.
That was the one off the Boxstars FPP.
That's just paper.
That's what you get if you spend 1,125.
You just get a piece of paper with it all in
I
written.
can buy
on
one
it.
now. I think I've got enough FPPs.
I've
Sit
probably
back.
got-
I can't be asked. No, I'm not.
Thin-
That's right. I
thin
have
brag.
over 1,000 FPPs, guys.
I think it's actually like 25k FPPs.
Is it?
Because you get the ones from the EPTs, the solid,
Solid gold.
Solid gold.
solid gold triangles. Used to indicate an all-in.
Yeah.
So what? How would an all-in triangle be used? Do you push them forward and then?
As you can see, the all-in triangle is in the middle of the table, and when a player is all in, the dealer puts it in front of
Yeah.
them.
Right.
It's either that or we all get one each, so we buy 8,
No,
and each player gets one. But that
You
is
just
like,
need one for the dealer. I think it's just one should be
Mm.
fine.
Shout out for Dan Penrice for that idea.
Ace Queen for the
I think the max you need is
100th
about
time
4.
in C8 for Carmel.
You know, for people to go all in. Yeah, it's rare that you have an 8-way all-in. 2-way all-in, that's more
But
more
two-way you
feasible.
can
But I'm saying 4 would be probably the maximum that would never be reached.
Mm.
You know?
Steedman, huge chip leader still, knitting it up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so ill.
And how long do you think this stream will be going on for, Kieran?
6 days is it? We've
Yeah.
got planned.
6 days.
Yeah.
6 day extravaganza.
Yeah.
It's poker. We're gonna get some more.
We're going for
Mohawk
the 120 hour stream.
We're gonna get some PLO going. Are we in the next
Start.
hour? Is that right?
No,
No PLO.
No?
Right. Okay.
unfortunately not.
I'm sure our viewers would love to see a
Yeah.
PLO stream.
I mean, this would be perfect for maybe stud or Raz as well. You have the 2 cards. You can get 3 cards on this thing here.
But
yeah.
the face-up cards,
The face-up cards.
you can't be seen by the overhead camera.
Is that because it's not high enough quality?
Just look,
I can see it. All the cards from here.
the ones face-up.
There's non-face-up. I can
Well,
see
well.
the pattern on the other ones.
You can't see them.
Yeah. No.
You can't. Right, when the deal's a flop, you can't see the flop. That's why we need flop cam.
All right. Well, we'll see when it comes out if I can see that flop. I bet you I can.
We're just gonna sweat the flop cam for Glenn.
Ah, okay. Let me sell my ruse. So right for it.
We do have a mixed game every 5 weeks in the
Mm.
Tuesday League. I am gonna limit it to like Joker Poker and stuff we can do with 2 cards, maybe 3, like Pineapple, stuff like that.
Right, okay, because there was always an Omaha special week, and
There
so
was an
I'm
Omaha one.
imagining that's now getting removed from the roster.
It's either that or we just don't stream it, or we just squeeze 4 cards on.
I'd say just
I'd say
don't do it. To be honest,
Just don't do it.
yeah. Nobody knows how to play it. Really.
Yeah. But we can change the online league to have them events in.
Have a little shout out to the online league, which the first week will be hosted tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's on PokerStars, is it?
And PokerStars,
I don't know if you've heard of PokerStars, but the online poker gaming
they're
software.
fairly large site, to be honest.
Yeah. Not quite as big as us over at UClan Poker Live though.
No, there's Poker Party as well, which is a big one.
Yeah.
Poker Party. Is that another one?
There's
Online
another one. There's 777,
Ah, alright.
pretty
yeah.
big one.
Yep.
Um,
And then you've got
Empty Tilt,
MT Tilt, yeah. And Ivy Poker, that's a huge one.
Ivy Poker. Yeah,
That's the biggest one, I think.
it's up there with Ivy Poker, and there's
20G bet.
it's Action and Poker.
Oh, you've got that site that was it Ash Thomas last year used to play on, the one the where you get your EV, like your expected value of the hand, and they don't run the cards. They just chop the.
Oh
pot.
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. So basically, one of my friends started a poker site which is running right now. If you want to go to evpoker.com, create an account. So basically, this works with there's no flop, there's no community cards. You basically get your equity just given to you straight away after the flop. That's right, isn't it? It's,
Something like
that's
that.
the way it
yeah.
goes. So say
When,
if you got,
when players are all in.
yeah. So basically, when players are all in, if you get 8s in against 2 aces,
Yep.
it's £20 pot. Aces, they're going to be taking about 16 quid off you.
Yep. 16 quid. They don't even see a turn or river.
Zynga Poker as well. Zynga Poker's great. That's
Yeah, Zynga Poker's great.
it runs on MySpace, does it? I think
Yeah. I lost so much on Zynga Poker.
I lost quite a bit to Tom.
Yeah.
You know the guy. He's got everyone as a friend on MySpace, and basically he
He
just,
just
sits.
yeah, the chip guys. Yeah,
He sits at every table. He's just
quite a solid reg. on
he just
Zynga
yeah.
Poker.
He plays perfect. Really plays.
Yeah.
We can't actually see the flop here,
It's Jack 10,
but you can tell us from the whole
Jack 10 2. I
Jack
think it
10
is.
2.
Yep.
So that's a 4.
Zynga Poker for the win.
8-9 here has an open ender.
Sheldon Cooper plays on that site, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah.
Bazinga Poker, is it?
Yeah. Bazinga Poker, definitely. He has a problem with string betting though, a lot.
I have a lot of people string betting on it.
Yeah. It's like one of the only sites where you can actually string bet online poker.
I'm talking about the theory of string betting
Well,
as well.
yeah, in theory, obviously.
Yeah.
You actually have to drag your chips over the line, and if you don't click all your chips at the same time,
Right.
you can actually be penalised.
Okay.
River looks
I
like
quite
It's
like
an
that.
interesting concept. It's like not really been touched on by
Mm.
a lot of sites, just like breaking stuff really.
Yeah.
Breaking new ground.
Looks like seat 7's going to take this pot down with a jack. Don't see him folding the best hand here.
Yeah, Jack's shown. I think everyone gets ready to muck.
Even slow rolls the cards for a bigger sweat.
Is this an all in? Oh
No,
no, that's
no.
it. That's it.
You would be able to see if it was an all-in
Oh,
because
obviously.
we have a triangle located just under the flop.
Our dealer is Ross Higgins. Surprised he is still sat at the table.
He's up somehow. I think he's been playing very solidly. Obviously, a very talented player.
Very talented.
Very
I mean,
talented.
It's kind of a shame that he's technically 1,000 buy-ins down in this game because he needs that money back off
Off guys.
off Gaz Chadwick.
Yep.
With
What do you want? There's a giant at the window.
That's
people.
There is a giant.
that's a scary sight.
Ukrainian giant is.
What? He's next. He's next. He's next.
Am I next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take my seat. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, so good luck, chaps. I'm going to head to the cash table.
So that
I'm on
was
seat 6.
that
My
was
stack's
our
there, just
our
take it off the
overlay.
side, put it up.
overlay designer. I think I'll let you take this for a bit.
No, you got to commentate. You can't leave me on my own.
I can. You're
No,
the
you
chairman.
can't. No.
I'll sweat a hand with you. I'll sweat a hand.
The dynamic duo that is Conor Murray Playfair and Kieran Fitzharris.
Alright.
Oh, seat 2 has aces on the button. Jacob Giordanolis.
Seat 2 is actually James Balulu.
Oh, James Bailey's seat 2.
James
Oh,
Balulu
obviously.
is seat 2. He's picked up aces. How do you run so good?
7-6 here for...
7-6 here
is
in
it
seat
Bernstein?
7. That is Sam Bernstein. He's been a quite tight player.
And it's a
Can't
King 8
see
board.
the board. It looks like King 8-4.
If you could get... Can you ring Simon?
No,
Or
we'll
not,
ring.
just message Ross saying we can't see the flop.
Yeah, I'll message Toss.
Toss. Nice. I've got him saved in my phone as Bossigo.
Boss Higon. What am I messaging him exactly? Would you like to?
The flop camera needs to be moved a tiny little bit.
Sort
Flop camera.
the flop out.
Yeah.
Any insult?
Well,
Or
in
just-
fact, if they are listening to the stream, they should be able to hear
If
us.
they are, okay.
So, Simon Steeman, that is your job to deal... Oh no, Simon Steeman's not there anymore. Ross, if you can just deal the flop to where the lines are.
Okay, it looks like
On to the next hand.
I'll be taking a short break. Stephen Doherty will be returning.
Yep.
Peace.
Yep, thank you very much, Conor Murray Playfair.
Very welcome.
Cap-
you pass me my pint before I leave, please?
Yep.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Have fun on the stream.
Thank you.
I'm also going to need my phone and wallet.
You're not planning on making return then?
No, we're going to warehouse.
Whose phone was that?
Have fun.
Yeah, I will do. Thank you very much.
GG. See you later.
Thanks for everything, Connor.
GG, shithead.
He'll be going home Monday, thank God. So looks like
Now we can get down to some quality streaming.
some quality streaming,
Yeah.
exactly.
Now that the amateur is over. So right, what have we got here? Still in the hand, we've got Ace 8, Ace 8 again suited. So then that flop count needs to be moved over a bit. But I think we've got 8-7-5. By the looks of things.
Is that Ross's phone?
I have absolutely no idea where that noise is coming from. Could be in that bag.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is.
Okay, so now we're going to see a turn. And that's a 4. It doesn't really help anyone out because C3, who is Jacob.
Yep.
Jacob's bust out on his flush draw. He's only really got an ace to go for him. Yeah, he's folded.
Oh.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm just a little bit ill. I was actually looking for Ross's.
I can
Ross's,
comment differently. It's
phone?
okay.
Is Ross, I'm guessing Ross's phone's in his bag.
Yeah, probably.
I can't be bothered.
Yes, we are at the atrium. Yeah.
We are in the atrium currently. We have hired it out all day Saturday,
Yep.
so there is nobody else in here except from us streaming this poker. And I think it's been all right so far. We've
Yeah.
had some decent hands.
I mean, we haven't broken too much stuff, so.
Yeah, that's good when you don't break stuff. I think we're currently 5-handed, 6-handed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Looks like it.
Yep, 5-handed for this hand. It
I
is.
mean, to be fair, seat 1 doesn't really need to play any more hands.
Yeah, seat 1. Simon Steedman probably gone to the bar.
Yeah.
It's been
Or
a fold
gone
on the
home.
button. And in the small blind with 7,
8.
7, 8,
That's 7, 8. Yeah.
7, 8. As. Oh no, on the big blind, it's been raised by seat 4. I don't even know what's happening. We're seeing a flop. I think Ross is in position, so he must have raised pre. And Jacobs made the call with 7, 8. Oh, fucking hell, Ross.
Right. I'll jump in about and
No, he should be able to hear us.
Ross, move the flop cam or move the cards.
It is on a 10-minute delay, so if he has done it and he's
Yeah.
like moaning at the table now, going, "I've done it! I've done it!" We won't find out until 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And that phone's really annoying me.
Oh, it's the iPad. Just put it on silent. Right, so looks like we're gonna see a river. Is that a river? I can't see how many cards are in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a river. So it's a brick. Like the brickiest brick.
Nice. How do I do this?
Yeah.
Do you know his password?
No, I don't know his password.
I think
No, you
it's
can just do that.
do.
All right, time to go on Pornhub.
I've got such a good.
Manny's got so many fucking apps.
Right. Anyway, back to the action, which I'm trying to get. Currently, I'm going to try and get Ross to send me how much people bet and stuff, because that's always good to know. And he is sorting out the flop cam. Well done.
Thank you, Ross.
Have a bit of shaky cam going on.
I mean, it didn't move at all, but thank you for trying.
Yeah, just awesome. Yeah, great
It's the thought
job.
that counts. Right. He's taking his sweet time and shuffling these cards.
Yep. So this is your first cash game. How did you find it?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty much everything. That's pretty much all I've been talking about every time I've been in here. But yeah, it was alright. I mean, I got a bit impatient, but
You got a bit impatient. Yeah.
yeah, and that's why I bust the second time. The first time I was on half a stack, so I wasn't really
Yeah.
pulling it back from like that table anyway. Because I mean, like, with players like Simon and Ross and Carmel,
Yeah.
like Carmel doesn't allow any form of limping, and limping is what I do.
Yeah. Limping's your thing.
Yeah, I mean, until I see something I like, I pretty much limp, which is a terrible, terrible tactic, and I know that. But
we're all here to learn, aren't we? That's
Yeah,
what the Poker
yeah.
Society is about. It's taking people who've never played poker before, don't really take it too seriously, just come down on a Tuesday night, have a few drinks with the lads, and hopefully moulding them into a better poker player, I hope.
sculpting.
Yeah, sculpting, whatever you want to call it. And Archer Shot, we are finishing about 11 o'clock. Is that right? About 11 o'clock?
Yeah, I'd say about 11 o'clock this could be done.
Yeah, about 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Obviously, we could go a bit later, but it depends on whether I want to go out and whether I can be bothered packing up and stuff like that. And the flop, yeah, that's
It
just
is.
8-8, yeah, just a
Yeah.
2-card flop this time.
Yeah,
for us.
because, I mean, you know, cutbacks with the recession and such like that, we can't
Yeah.
afford that extra flop card.
Yeah. And now we're on a full flop of
Oh, there we
8-8-7.
Yeah.
Nobody has a pair, I don't think.
I mean, unless that's a 9 or a 10 or a 6.
Or a queen or a 9.
I mean, if they moved it over, like, literally.
Literally a card's width, we'd be
Yeah.
able to see what's going on.
Yeah.
But it looks like we do have a bet from seat 7 with probably top pair,
Hmm.
maybe an open-ender
And then a fold.
or a straight. And king 3 from Ross, king high,
Oh,
and gets there on the river.
King High makes it. For that pair.
And
hope
a
for the
bet
pair's
of a
good.
pound from Ross. And it's on Sam Bernstein with what should be either 10 high or a pair of 10s, depending on the first card. And it looks like it was 10 high.
Yeah.
He took a stab on the turn, which is fair enough. Looks like he had a good shot at least. And Ross floated him with king high and binked the river.
Yeah, I mean, like, and from Sam's position, whenever you see a king, and if you've only got, like, say, even if you've got 10 pair, or you still got a gut shot.
Yep.
I mean, when you see a king and they bet a pound, you sort of start thinking, maybe this bluff isn't good at all.
Yep. Obviously, he did have the option to just re-raise over the top, but I don't see Ross ever folding the king there.
Yeah.
Especially when he's just basically...
Practically limped around until that.
Yeah. On to the next hand here. I don't know who's dealing. It looks like Steedman. On the button is Jacob in seat 3 with 4-5, is it?
4-5, yeah, it looks like 4-5 to me.
Yep. And it's going to raise under the gun with ace 4. And a fold. Both players in seat 1 and 2 are looking at the cards. They both look down at 10-9 and 9-8. Simon will make the call.
I'd say seat 2 will make the call as well.
Seat 2's looking down
Ken
at
Rice?
9-8. Nope, he makes fold. 4-3 on the button for Jacob. He's probably. Oh, he's going to make the call as well. Ross in the big blind. In seat 4, the small blind with 6-5. He's also going to make the call. And the big blind is
Seat 6.
seat 6 with
Just folded. It was
offsuit 6 something.
6-3, I think it was.
Yep. So 4 ways to this flop. With Bernstein being the pre-flop aggressor with ace 4.
There we go, and they're moving the tapes so that
That's
we
good.
might actually see a full flop this time.
Yep, that's awesome.
I mean, it looks like we're only going to see a flop because there's no space, but we appreciate it.
And the flop is 6 deuce 8.
Is that not? Oh, yeah. it's
Yep,
6,
6
yeah.
deuce 8. So Steedman's flopped a gut shot. Bernstein's going to continue the c betting with ace high here, which is not the best hand at the minute. Ross has flopped a pair of 6s.
And
Steedman's called. Jacob's called with. He's double gutted 4-5. He's
Oh,
got a 3
yeah.
and a 7. Check from Ross now. On the 3 turn. Check from Sam. And on to Steedman with the gut shot and 2 overs.
I'd say he'll bet.
He should bet here. But no. Jacob's made the straight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Ross has a pair of 6s. And he can't get away from it. Bernstein now is going to give up on this pot. He's c-bet and he's being called by 3 spots. It's just ace 4 is not that
Oh.
good.
He's bet 150, but it looks like.
No, he's just called
Oh,
this.
it's a call, yeah.
It's just a call. Jacob's bet he's straight on the button when it's been checked to him. He has got a good shot on ace high. Maybe he just doesn't believe Ross and Jacob, but I think that this is just a fold. And now is Simon getting the price? If he thinks a 9 or a 10 is good as well, little does he know he's actually just got a 7 to hit. And
No.
there's the money card.
There we go.
Simon has made the nuts on the river with 9-10 on a non-flushing board, and it's going to be very interesting. Ace high is never going to play any part in this pot, and Ross is also going to fold. It's going to be a battle between Simon and Jacob. This will be interesting to see what happens. Simon, it's been checked to him, and he bets £5.10, and it looks like it's bet £5.10 into about £6.50, so a nice sizable bet here by Simon. He's called the turn pretty light with a gut shot and 2 overs, and he wants to get paid now that he's hit his hand. Tough decision now for Jacob. 7-6. Obviously, he's got the low end of the straight, but he has a straight. Do you know what I mean? He made a straight.
Yeah. I'd say they're still betting that.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see Jacob go broke here.
I mean, maybe from like a total value perspective, like from.
And he just
Simon's-
makes the call.
He makes it.
Just makes the call. That's good. That he doesn't feel like he gets called by worse. And Simon's going to show him the nizzles, and Jacob's going to be like, "Oh my god, I had a straight. How have I not gone broke?" Well played there by Jacob.
Look, I've got the straight. You've just got a higher straight than me.
Yep.
Yeah. Too bad, Jacob.
Simon
Sorry,
taking the
laddie.
rest of the pot. Nice big bet by Simon there. I think he gets paid by 2 pair, and obviously the second nut straight. Like, come on.
All right, Jacob, calm down.
Nitty flat on the river by Jacob, but it turns out it was a good flat. Simon drawing pretty thin on the turn and just gets there on the river. But nice hand, and he will escalate into even bigger chip leader. Probably got like 70 quid in front of him now. Nice hand there though. A few things about that hand. I don't think Sam should have called the turn with ace 5.
Yeah.
It looks like we're on a break.
Yeah, it looks like most people have gone. I mean, there's only
Most people have gone.
2 people. 3 people.
Yeah, a few things about that hand. I think Bernstein shouldn't have called the turn with ace 5. You have a gut shot to a bad straight, and you also have ace high. When you see bet into like 4 people, and you get called in 2 spots. It's just one of them where you just give up. But Jacob made the straight on the turn and bet big, I'm guessing. But then got called in 4 spots, and it's just one of them where Simon last to act on the turn, closing the action with a good shot. if he thinks when he makes his hand he's going to get paid, then it's fair enough. But you don't really want to be chasing gut shots.
Yeah.
But overall, not that bad. Nice flat by Jacob on the river. Yep, good. Yep. Can you tell Ross to send us some like bet sizing on the thing?
Yeah, but he's playing. It's kind of difficult for him to send everything that's going on. I can get you chip count if you want chip counts.
Yeah, we'll have chip counts for 10 minutes time. On to the next hand here. We are 6-handed. Seat 7 is the big blind, and action is on Steedman. In seat 1, we don't know what his cards are just yet.
And that looks like it's
Looks like
Jack 2.
Jack deuce.
It's
Yeah.
just been folded.
Seat 2 is also going to fold here with 9-6. When he realises it's on him.
Seat 3, I doubt will fold.
Seat 3, Queen Jack of Diamonds.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a raise from Jacob.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a limp, then he's playing some sort of like long game. But I mean, Jack Queen suited.
And if Bailey decides to raise, I'd like to see a 3-bet. But that's me, I am very aggressive and do like to 3-bet. I will just imagine it's a fold here from Bailey. Yep. And an open from Jacob, if he is there at the table, which he is.
He is. I mean, to be fair, if I had Jack Queen suited, I'd probably limp it. But as we said before,
Yep, not a good plan to be limping there.
it looks like a 20.
25 or 30 normally makes it. I'm going to go with 30 there. He's not going to see any resistance here, really. Ross might flat on the button just because he does like to get into pots in position. Queen 4 looks like he really, really, really wants to fold. Look at him shaking that queen.
Yeah.
And 9-3 is also going to fold. Yep, Ross makes the call in position with pocket 5s. No, it's not 5s. That's the 5 of diamonds and like the 9 of clubs. Just a complete floor. Flat in position, trying to outplay Jacob here. And there's not very many flops that Ross likes. Let's see if this is one of them.
So we got Ace King 2,
Ace King Deuce.
which doesn't really help many
Nope.
people. I mean, you've got that straight for C3, but other than that, I don't see much.
This is the sort of board that favours the pre-flop aggressor. That's why Jacob bet the flop. There's complete flop by Ross, which isn't the most like outrageous thing in the world to float here on an ace king board, because when you call in position here, you do rep an ace or a king very well. Jacob here, nice to see him fire in a double barrel. The board pairs on the turn, so he thinks that Ross is either A, got a flush draw, or B, got a king, but it's so much more less likely that he has an ace when the board pairs. And Jacob, being the type player that he is, will get a lot of credit for having an ace or a king in that spot, and I think that's why Ross just lets it go. Another good hand by Jacob G, showing that aggression is key in Texas Hold'em. That's 2 in a row, that. So he best not be fighting for the next pot, or nobody else will believe him. But have you found that? Have you found that playing against aggressive people is more difficult than people who just check and call?
I don't know. See, certain aggressive people can only play the same certain hands, but other aggressive people play super, super loose, which is really, really hard to sort of gauge, sort of like when they have good hands and when they don't have good hands.
Right.
Because the bets are identical, and like, and you're not really looking for like a response from them.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough to call, and you sort of have to gauge it. Well, I find you have to gauge it more off what you've got and what you're willing to put out there.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, like I'd say aggressive people tend to do a lot better.
Yep.
But overly aggressive people also tend to bust out a little bit.
Yeah, and that's, you're talking about your James Rose, which I'm sure you'll find out about towards the end of the year when we make a character out of people. Glenn now is sat at the table. Glenn is sat in seat 5, you can tell, with that nice red jumper that he's got on.
Very fashionable in the autumn time.
And he's going to be squeezing this pot with King 3. Ross is to his direct right, so he's going to be putting a lot of pressure on Ross. Ross will call out of position and will play pots out of position without any hesitancy, even though you probably shouldn't. Like playing pots out of position in poker is hard, no matter who you are, no matter who you're playing against, because position is so important in this game. Ross currently does have Queen 7, and he's going to make the call because Jacob's made the call with pocket 3s. So he's set mine in here against Glenn, and Ross is just in the splashing around, which is what Ross likes to do. And the board, that
comes up for Jacob.
That looks like a 3 to me.
Yep.
And yep, Jacob has flopped a set. Glenn's a very aggressive opponent, so he's going to be c-betting when he checks round. Ross just open folds. Nice.
I'd say Glenn will bet on those threes, and then Jacob will.
Good decision to check to the aggressor here. Just a call, feeling that Glenn will bet most of his air rather than. He's obviously never folding this turn.
Well, I think Jacob now has a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's 9 on the flop and 9 on the turn.
There's not much turn here. Glenn's obviously shutting down after this second barrel. Feels like if he had diamonds, which you can get him off now, king high is best sometimes. But after he fires his second barrel and Jacob ships it, he's just in a spot where he has flop bottom pair, but it's just never ever ever good. Diamonds. Does he have diamonds? I don't think so. And it's a paired board. Jacob never ships a flush draw here.
Yeah.
But Glenn, depending on how much it was to call, feels that a 3 or a king might be good. Little does he know that a 3 gives Jacob quads. All the 3s are out, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Glenn has a 3, yeah. So Glenn's drawing dead. And
yeah, I think Glenn looked at,
Busto won £10. Chips, please, for Glenn Eastham in C5. Does he have to fire the second barrel when the 9 pairs on the turn? I don't know.
I wouldn't. I mean, I'm not an aggressive player, but I mean, I know the tactic of like double barrel. But,
Yeah.
I mean, if I seen a pair there that was higher than what I've got, I mean, basically all Glenn had was a 3, and he was hoping for, I don't know, another 3 or a king or something like that.
Yeah. When he gets shipped on the turn, he knows he's behind.
Yeah. I mean, especially from a player like Jacob, because I mean, Jacob's not really like. I mean, I don't want to say he's like not an aggressive player. He's sort of like middle of the road, but
Yeah.
I mean, when Jacob ships a bet like that, you sort of don't want
to. That is 3 in a row, by the way, and he's just had a set of 3s against a pair of 3s for Jacob's 3rd hand in a row. So a little coincidence there. But action is on seat 2 now, who will be James Bailey. Seat 1 is in the big blind with 7-6. Glenn's rated up with 3-4 offsuit here. Seat 7 is seat 7?
Seat 7 is Sam Bernstein.
Sam Bernstein with ace jack.
With that bracelet.
I'd love to see a 3-bet here, Sam. Please 3-bet. There we go.
Yeah.
There it is. Please tell me it's not just a call. Please tell me you've raised.
What's that in seat 1?
Seat 1 has 7-6 offsuit.
7-6.
Yeah,
then,
it is a raise. It is a raise to £1, it looks like.
And then 3-4 in seat 5 from Glen Easton.
Yep, 3-4, yep. It looks like 3s, but obviously we're playing with a 4-colour deck. Thank you, Miniman. Shouting out to the best chairman ever. That's me. Bing, bing, bing.
What was it? Is that because you got a goatee?
Yep.
No, I was wondering.
Greatest moustache of all time. Right, okay. So Simon has made the call with 6-7.
And we've got, was that 6-4 ace?
Ace 3-6, 2 hearts. Check from Simon and a bet from Glen Eastham.
Of 60, is it?
Looks like it was just a flat pre.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see a raise, but obviously Bernstein disagreed. I was a bit 50-50 whether it a call or a raise. But yeah, he's just called the bet off Glenn.
Yeah.
Glenn's turned. He's got a pair now and a gut shot.
Possibly two pair. No, because he had is that a 3 there in the middle?
Is that 3-4?
3-4. And
Oh,
then
yep,
Glenison's
yep.
3-4.
Glenn's turned 2 pair and betting big now, which is what I like to see. 10 of diamonds on the river is not going to change the board too much. Glenn's going to bet 5 into about £5.80, and I would be very surprised if Bernstein folded this. I think Glenn has the reputation of barreling 3 streets a lot, like we've just seen against Jacob, and sometimes it doesn't work out for him like we saw against Jacob, but I think this is the spot where his reputation is really going to pay off for him, and Bernstein's not going to be able to lay down top pair good kicker here, especially when hearts break. And yeah, there's no real scare. There's like what 5-7-5.
There we go.
Yeah,
And
there's
we
the
see
call, and oh, he ships. He
Yeah,
ships
he
on him,
ships it.
and Glenn insta calls with 2 pair, and
That doesn't
and
look good for Sam.
Bernstein folds. On that river, I think it's a decision between calling or folding, but I don't think folding is even possible. Like you can't fold that, but it's just a call. I don't think you can jam for value, because I don't know what worse hands Glenn has that calls. You can see why Bernstein might have thought that
Glenn was bluffing.
Glenn was bluffing, but if he's bluffing, you call and you win the pot anyway.
Yeah.
So by
Don't-
raising,
Don't risk.
yeah, exactly. By raising, he needs to have a hand worse than yours to call to make it a good raise. Whereas I think that he folds all the hand that you beat, and he calls with all the hands that beat you. So either way, it doesn't work out good for you. Yeah, fair enough, he's bluffing sometimes and he folds, but you had the best hand anyway, so you could
Yeah.
have just called.
I mean, the only thing you gain from a raise is him folding, so you don't actually see what he has. Whereas if you just call it, I think you're golden, really.
Yeah, it's just a call there on the river there, Bernstein. I don't know how much more you put in, but I think you could have saved yourself some chips there. He was losing the £5 or whatever he bet, like £4.75 or whatever he bet on the river, but you could have saved yourself the extra, looks like £6-ish.
Yeah.
On to the next hand now.
So we're on, appears to be Ross.
Yep.
And Ross is betting 25,
25 with 9x of clubs.
and that is was that a re-raise from Glenn? Was that 35 you put in there? Maybe it was
That's
35.
25, yeah.
Maybe it was 35 Ross put in.
Glenn has 9-10 and he looks like he's made it £1.5. Is that a white chip underneath that green? Or is that just a call?
No, I think that was just a call, but I'm
Just a
wondering
call.
whether or not it's 35 that
Yeah.
Ross's bet.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're on to...
Is that 9-7? Yeah.
Yeah,
Glenn, Ross has 9-7. Glenn's fatted with 9-10. Seat 6 is going to let it go. Seat 7 with ace 7 is going to let it go. Bernstein there, a bit annoyed about the last pot, I can imagine, and wanting to tighten up a bit, which is fair enough. Jack 7 suited
from
on the
Carmel.
button.
I say
for
she'll go for
Carmel.
that.
Yep. Let's take a pot off the guy in the stupid red jumper. And
Should probably bomb that jumper. I wouldn't do that.
I'm sure they're fine. The board comes down. The blind's both gold as well, obviously. 4-5 in there and 3 deuce.
And we've got an ace. And move your hand out of the way.
Me?
Go on, Simon.
I know. Yeah, Simon, please. Right,
Ace,
King,
King,
7.
Jack.
Ace King 7?
It's a Jack.
The Jack?
Yeah, it's a fish hook.
It's a fish hook.
There
Okay.
we go. So Carmel's doing all right in this hand.
Yep.
Seat 5, Glen Easton on that possible straight.
9-10, flops a good shot.
Just
But-
looking for a queen, really.
Don't know who the action's on. It looks like Ross wants to bet. But I wouldn't be surprised if this checks round. Nobody really flopped a really good hand. Carmel flopped bottom pair, terrible kicker. So whoever shows the most initiative in this pot will take it down. Deuce on the turn. Ross picks up a good shot. Might want to take the initiative with the nut law, but nope. Checked around. Oh no. Carmel's now going to bet 150 with her bottom pair.
I think she thinks it's good because everyone's checked round. And
Yep.
She knows how like both Ross and Glenn play.
This is just going to be a fold on an ace king jack board, facing a small stab on the turn by Carmel.
Yeah.
She just has an ace here, she has a king here. Yep, just going to take that pot down with the best hand. But nice to pick up a few pots and not let Ross get his equity with a 5 on the river.
Or Jacob to get 4 out of 4.
Yep, that's also true. Or Glenn to ping a straight with queen. Wait, was it queen or was it
Yeah, you
a
need the
9?
queen, yeah.
Queen, yeah. Right, fair enough. So, looks like Steedman's still a huge chip leader.
I mean, he's been taking a pretty relaxed back seat for the past couple hands, but I mean, I think he's just sort of gauging like what people are playing, or he's just chilling out really.
Yep.
Could be either.
Looks like we have a straddle here from Ross Higgins. Glenn's under the gun, and Steedman is on the button. Right, is Simon Steedman or Sunday Storm third place finisher? Looks like it's on King Queen from, is it,
Seat 6 is
what's his name again? I can't remember. I should really know this. I'm such a bad chairman.
you really are.
Yep.
I'm the equipment officer. I just carry heavy things.
Ben Lilly.
Not Ben Lilly. Ben Murray.
Ben Murray. Alright, cool.
There you go.
Raised from Ben Murray in seat 6 with King Queen offsuit. My
Good
favourite
move.
hand.
Good move.
Yep. I like that we're raising, not limping, Mr. Doherty. And a fold from Carmel. Action is on seat 1 with 10-7 offsuit on the button for Simon Steedman, who I will very much be seeing folding.
Is that Queen 10
Yep.
suited? I'd say Queen 10 suited. I
Feel-
mean, it looks like they're going to fold the way they're shaking that Queen about, but
Nope. Jacob
That's
makes
a
the call in seat 3 with Queen 7 of diamonds,
it's
it
a good
looks like.
choice. It's a good choice.
Is it Queen 7 or Queen 8? And Ross is obviously in there, he's straddled, he can never fold.
Yeah, that 9-5.
That 9-5 offsuit that should be hitting the muck faster than...
Anything that can really hit muck fast.
Yep. Looks like the board is Ace 9-5. So Ross flops 2 pair, which is always nice.
Yeah.
King Queen missed his flop pretty hard. So it looks like it's gone
from Jacob.
check. No, it's gone check from Jacob, check from Ross, C-bet from Ben Murray. Just a call now with 2 pair. I would like to see a raise in this spot
And there we go. We see a
because when... Oh, and now he leads when the flush comes in. Because he has 2 pair. Fair enough. And yeah, nice call here. He has the Queen of Hearts, remember. So a heart on the river would give Ben Murray the best hand. But unfortunately, it is a jack. And now he's stuck with second pair and Ross flopped 2 pair. So this is a bit of a thin value bet. And an insta call from Ben. And Ross is going to show him the winning hand. Nice value bet there on the river, even though it was a flushing board. I think Ben does call with any ace that he has, that he c-bet with.
Apart from
and-
block aces, of course.
yeah, aces he probably just folds. Remember,
Yeah.
he just folds. Yeah,
It's a strong tactic.
yep, just folds aces pre. But he's going to lose that pot to Ross, who got in there with 9-5, flop 2 pair.
I mean, really, he shouldn't have been in that hand, but
Yeah,
Fair
I'd
play to
love to
forget
see a check raise on that board by Ross. By the way, if he has an ace, he's never folding, and you look like you have hearts. Is that so hard to like?
imagine.
Yeah, like you have hearts, you've check raised, like, but you're like, no, I don't have hearts, I have bottom 2 pair, and I'm willing to get all of this money in. Simon Steedman will appreciate that. I've done that to him a few times in the past.
Okay, so
Looks like there's a straddle from Ben Murray.
Ben Murray, yeah.
Ben Murray again, sorry. Seat 4. Oh, King Queen of Diamonds for Carmel, who is on a gun +2.
Right,
We're going to see a raise to 60p. Fold from Simon Steedman. Seat 2 with 9-7 on the button. Will also be letting it go. 10-4.
10-5?
Jacob.
10-5 from
Jacob's just
Jacob.
going to let that go. Please let this go, Ross. It's 7-4 off. 7-4 off, man. Put it in the muck. Put it in the muck.
Yeah,
Finally.
there we go.
If we see Ross fold, finally. And 10-3 from Glenn Eastham. Going to get into a levelling war with Carmel, or is he just going to let this go?
I'd say, oh no.
Nope, he's
There
just
we
going to
go.
get into a levelling war.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. And 7-8 of diamonds for Ben in the straddle. And he's going to let it go. I'd love to see a call there.
I mean, from our perspective, I mean, he would have lost a flush draw, so.
Yeah,
But still, it's a strong play.
7-8 of diamonds in the straddle.
Mm.
He's gone check on the flop. Obviously, Carmel's missed this ace high board. Check on the turn. Glenn has a pair of 3s. Does he not? He has a pair of 3s, and he's mucked the winning hand. Do not give that pot to. Do not give that pot to Glenn. Do not give that pot to Glenn. if Glenn takes that pot, there we go. Yeah, you mucked it, son. It's your own fault. Give the chips to Carmel. She announced king high. Goodbye, your little 3. And this is why you show your hand at showdown, because you lose pots like that, where you just presume. Yeah. You just presume that you're beat or you've misread your hand. But no. GG. Yeah, it looks like we'll be running this stream for about another 25 minutes. Another 25-30 minutes. And then we're going to give it a wrap up. And then get ready to tidy up and go out, I think. Feeling a bit better actually, even though I am still sniffing. I apologise for my illness. Okay, next hand. King Queen for Glenn in the big blind.
Ace King for Simon Steedman.
Yep. Ace King for Simon Steedman, who has been playing very, very tight, and this is going to be a big pot. He raises the cutoff with Ace King offsuit, and we're going to see a fold round
To that King Queen and C5 from
6-3
Gleneaston.
offsuit for Ross in the small blind. Please put him in the muck, son. Please put him in the muck. It's got to be a fold from Jacob this on the button. Seat 3.
Yeah, I
he
mean,
has deuce 3 of spades.
Especially
I'd like.
Oh,
Oh no, just yeah. I'll see 3 with deuce 3 of spades and 6-3 offsuit. Just do not put the money in, Ross. And you wonder why people berate you. King Queen. Nice to see a squeeze here from Glenn. It's a very good hand. You've got a very aggressive image, and with a cold 4-bet by no, it's not cold. Just a normal 4-bet from Steedman, and a quick fold from Glenn Eastham there. Sense that he was really behind, and he was right in that instance. Simon's just not got a 4-bet bluff range, as I've been talking about.
from me. Flip forward.
Yeah. Simon doesn't have a cold 4-betting range. We've been through this, Simon. You need to either A, 4-bet more, or B, call and take a pot in position with Ace King.
Or C, stop being a fish.
Oh, yeah, or C, stop being a fish, yeah. We've now hit the bar, and it looks like Ross Higgins is on the button. Action is on Sam Bernstein. Yep, I'm not going to say anything. Action is on seat 7, who was raised with Ace 5.
Was that a straddle? From,
Oh yeah, sorry. That
Sam
looks
Bernstein?
like it was a straddle.
We're going to Warehouse and then.
Right, so it looks like there is a fold under the gun, a raise from Simon Steedman in seat 1 with Queen King. After just 4-betting with Ace King the previous hand, he might not get a lot of credit. Seat 4 now is Ross Higgins with Jack Deuce off. Fold 'em, son, fold 'em. It's Jack Deuce offsuit.
No.
I like that he's 3-betting. 3-betting is not the worst decision in this pot. Like,
No.
really? Okay. Well, it's a 4-bet. It's a cold 4-bet from Ross Higgins. It was a raise under the gun. It wasn't a straddle. It was a raise under the gun.
Okay.
Then a re-raise from Simon Steedman with King Queen, and a cold 4-bet from Ross with Jack Deuce. Picking his spot well there. I'd rather him see him raise there than flat. We've just seen him flat with so much trash. Like, to see him raise there is good, but pick a better hand, man. Like, Jack Deuce offsuit is terrible. Pick a suited ace, man. Pick a suited connector. I like that you did it. You picked your spot well, but pick a better hand. On to the next hand now, with Glenn Eastham on the button. And this is not a straddle pot. Carmel Kelly is under the gun.
With what appears to be 9-6 offsuit.
She's not quite put it on the thing yet. There's
Yeah,
fold.
it was 9-6 and she folded it.
Seat 3 has just an ace, apparently. Jacob G. Ace of clubs for seat 3. As soon as he puts his other card on.
Ace
Suited.
4?
Yep,
Mm.
suited ace 4 for Jacob. This is the cold 4-betting hand. Ace 4 of clubs. We're going to see a raise from Jacob, and Glenn is on the button with Queen 5 offsuit.
Probably still play that.
Yeah, I think he can.
I reckon I could swing it.
He looks too shallow though.
Oh.
Pocket 4s from Ben, and 5-7 offsuit in the big blind for Sam Bernstein, who will also see 3. It looks like. So we want to see a 4, 5, 7 to make this pot interesting. And we go to the flop.
And we've got a 6, is it there?
Action is on Ben. Can't see the flop. Yep, 10, 9, 5. So 5-7 flops bottom pair. It's checked round. 5-7 still in the lead. 4s flopped an under pair on the flop. And it's going to go a lead from 4s now, and a call from 5-7, and a flush draw now for Jacob on the turn. So nice to see him call there and maybe take the pot down when unimproved, and definitely take it down when he makes the nuts. Check from Ben, noticing that he doesn't have the best hand. Looks like it's going to be a check from Bernstein as well, who doesn't like the queen on the river.
Any form of shot from Jacob here will probably put both of those people out.
Oh no, it's check round. Jacob just says, is ace high any good? Nope. Sam Bernstein takes down the pot. But I had a flush draw on the turn. Yeah, I know, Jacob, I know. We didn't get there. It's okay. Next hand. Cash is my favourite form of poker. Texas Hold'em. This is my game. My jam. As I look over at Conor Murray Playfair, who shakes his head. He says, I need to be a tournament player. What have you guys in the chat thought about tonight's game? Do you think it's better, different, nice change? Let us know if you would like to see more games like this, or if you would just like to see us every Tuesday playing the society game. What?
You guys want a Desperado?
Yeah.
Check it.
I can't reach it from here.
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
Okay, you have to rock, paper, scissors me, and I'm a master. What? Okay.
It's 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, but it's best out of 3. Okay.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay, I'm going to choose scissors.
Right.
Best out of 3.
Right.
Okay.
We'll go.
Right, they just rock, paper,
2,
and scissors
3.
for this
And then we go after.
for this
3.
Desperados that I
Alright,
really,
alright.
really want for
Okay,
some
alright,
reason.
fine.
Okay,
So,
I have
1,
missed the
2,
action
3,
here.
go. 1, 2, 3, go.
1-1.
It's 1-1 currently. It's 2-1. Oh, ship it.
Game
Ship it.
In theory, optimization.
Didn't even have to play anything.
Ship it.
Ship it.
Nice
We're,
jacket there.
2 more commentators for the stream.
Yeah. Would you like to commentate? Would you both like to commentate?
I want to see.
Come on.
both.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on camera.
And go for it.
No one seems to be spamming the chat telling me to get off. So.
Everyone loves a
Look at
bit
this
of
guy.
commentary.
Yeah.
Are you?
He's
A
done
face
his
not even a
own.
mother could love.
Can I call the race jack, Kieran?
What?
Against Glenn's 2 pair?
You should just call.
Not raise, even though he's only got 2 quid behind.
Yeah, just not raise. Because you're just torching that £2, even if it is only £2.
He's just setting it on fire.
Yeah, literally just setting that money on fire. But you should just call. You've lost that money. Whatever he bet, you've lost. But you shouldn't raise with ace jack.
I hope you enjoyed that Desperado.
Yeah, I will do.
Better at rock, paper, scissors.
Man, you fucking put me off with your extra.
Extra beat.
Connor's using game theory on
1,
you.
2, 3.
Pocket 5s have
You
the best
both
hand in this
using
hand.
good-
Sam.
I can't see what
I'm
C3
gonna choose
has.
scissors, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Damn it.
I'm not a fish, mate.
But no, I win best out of 3, so if you go.
Pocket 5s, the best hand
2,
here for
4, I
Ben.
need to nothing.
Stop speaking. Like, please. Like, I'm
It's very
trying to commentate.
Very
Ben
unprofessional.
has pocket 5s, I know that.
I just want to play rock, paper,
Yeah,
scissors.
Ben has pocket 5s and ace
Jacob-
high
Jacob
with
has
backdoor
pocket
diamond. No, backdoor diamonds are folded. I don't know what C3 has. It looks like there's. Is that pocket 7s?
Does look
Yeah.
like 7s.
Yep, pocket 7s have the best hand at the minute with Jacob. And pocket 5s are open ended here on the river, but not made the best hand.
Someone said that.
Uh-huh.
That's them.
I think that's my weed.
It's them. They do. Like,
It's a
they do
check
smell
from.
What is it?
Desperado smells weird. Give it a sniff.
Ben thinks he has the best hand here.
Good for Ben, man. You.
I'd be
you
interested
keep,
to
you
see.
keep thinking that until
It'd be interesting to see if he bets this river. Obviously, he beats all the fours, all the threes, all the deuces, but
I don't think he's considered a pocket pair.
oh no, Jacob's led the river, and
Shipped it.
he's shipped it, and he's snapped him off for an extra 20p or something, 60 pence, and Jacob's going to show him the winning hand.
And that's gotta hurt.
He looks so like lost, like Jacob looks so disorientated. But no, Jacob's going to win that pot, and he should be on about £400 by now, the amount of pots he's won, but looks like he's on about £16.
Accurate chip count.
Can you tell the viewers how much that is in US dollars?
£16, which is what Jacob currently has, is $23.50 for all you Americans out there that are tuning into the stream.
About that, yeah. Yeah, the exchange rate for Americans.
Times it by 1.6, is there something like that?
It's actually more like $24 to be honest.
What did I say? 23.50.
It's like 24.20.
Oh,
I think that has to be the nittiest,
A bit more.
nittiest decision that's ever been had, and that's coming from me, which is
How many rupees is that? Given?
4.3k.
4.3k rupees. Just snap cool.
Okay.
This is where Durney comes in.
Anyway, I'm going to pass you over to Sam Bernstein, who wants to commentate.
is CM Punk going to be in the commentation or
England, what?
No,
I can't see.
it's Sam
What did
Bernstein
that
and
say?
myself.
Are you staying, Stephen?
I'll stay because unless you want to commentate.
One Indian rupee.
Let me just quickly. Good stream, guys. Vice President of DMU,
Wow.
Pogsock. He's very jealous. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. ESJK or whatever. Vice President, anyway. From the UClan President.
No, 100.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Good evening.
There we go.
I believe.
I can actually get in here.
Sorry, Steve. Do you want me to move over a little bit more?
No, it's just the
the stream, yeah.
the chairman's.
Sam, if you could advertise it,
Presents.
no, that would be good. Just
Warehouse. Is that good?
Are we getting paid to do that?
Do you want to
Oh,
scooch in?
Yeah.
You're right, Stephen?
Yes. I'll go. Yes.
So they believe now this is where we have 2 seats open, as Ben just busted his remaining chips and Simon cashed out. For how much was it, Simon?
Hi everyone.
It was a lot of money, wasn't it?
Huh?
What you just cashed out for?
Yeah, I sat down with 20, finished with like 75, and Andy gave me a fiver to get out.
Did he?
Yeah,
I didn't know about this.
He was waiting around for about an hour and a half.
He was
Hour-
definitely
hour
here. He
and
was
10
definitely here for
minutes.
2 hours. Definitely.
Oh, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Then he said, "I'll pay someone a fiver if they stand up." And went, "Yeah."
Obvious. That's definite.
I was like, "Oh, I'll take that." So I'm up like 60. So ball him.
I didn't hear that. Obviously, I would have stood up and gained about £5 back. I'm not sure how long it takes actually for Lucas Durney.
Oh, it's Danny now.
Yeah, Durney's going to be sitting in Ben's seat, which
So
is
seat 1 is
5.
empty still.
That's where Andy joins.
Oh, is he
Yeah.
taking my seat? Andy's taking my seat.
There he is.
Seat 2 is James Bale. Seat 3 is Jacob Georgiadis. Seat 4 is Ross Higgins. Seat 5 is Glenn. Seat 6 was Ben.
Was
but
Ben.
Has he busted?
He's busted just now.
How did he bust?
I can't remember the board, but he had 5s and Jacob had 7s, and 7s were good.
Oh, I
It
think I
was
was still sitting down at that point.
like,
actually.
like
It
a
was-
queen high board or something.
yeah, he pretty much put them all in on the river and he called. Nice.
Yeah, Ben only had about
It was a,
260,
it was a
260
queen 2, 3, 4 board.
yeah.
So second pair's probably good there with 7s most of the time. When he jams into you for like that extra 40p, you're like, okay, do you have a queen?
You
No,
have, you
okay,
have,
I
you
win.
have to call.
But yeah, it was a really good cash session. Thank you to the main contributor, which is the 7 deuce game.
Oh,
I stacked Stephen with 7 deuce. We had like,
Stephen.
yeah,
I thought you stacked Connor twice.
no, I stacked Stephen once when I had 7 deuce,
Oh, and you had 7.
and I 4 flushed, even though I turned a deuce, which was good against like ace 5 or something.
Oh,
like that.
so you turned the winning hand. Okay.
Then I got all in ace king versus Connor's 7 deuce, and ace king held. That was for like a 60 quid pot. He looked at me and said, "You got ace king," and called my all in. I went, "Yeah." I
It's
got
the
ace
right
king."
call, though, isn't it, Connor?
Not really.
40%.
I do have pairs there as well. It's just not ace king.
Nah, you always got his king.
No. Then I had that big hand against Jacob where I turned the nuts. I rivered the nuts with 9,
Oh
10.
yeah, when it was 4-way on the river.
Yeah.
Me and Ross were in as well. weren't
I
we?
was basically calculating it on the turn 'cause I think he bet 120 into a pot of like 150, but there were 3 calls, so I had to call 120 to win like 7 quid. So my equity needs to be like 17%.
Yeah,
Like
I think I had ace 4 and a gut shot. Obviously, the gut shot was dead to the
it was dead
nuts.
to the shop.
Yeah, dead to a chop, but I had
So-
about 4.5 to 1.
I called
Dude,
thinking
cool.
if I spike the 7, I'm probably going to get paid loads. This is implied odds. So if I call here, even though I might not be in the correct equity, it's very close. I think it's probably it's very marginal. I think it might be wrong. But if I do hit the 7, I'm getting paid so much. And on the river, I was just so close to jamming when I rivered the nuts. I thought Jacob's probably definitely got 4-5 here. I don't think he really bets.
Yeah.
Unless he's got top 2.
Or top set, maybe.
Yeah, well, maybe not top set because I think he would be a bit more aggressive pre.
Perhaps, yeah.
I think it's a limp pot. But yeah, I got it bet £5 like 5 on the river, which was like
Jacob.
80% the pot. And Jacob
Yeah.
called. I'm surprised he didn't ship in.
Well, he
It
only
was-
about £3 behind, didn't he?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Good call, but
Good call. No, he had about £6 behind. I bet
Okay.
like half his stack.
yeah.
And took down the pot. And I was like, I've got the nuts. Just give me the money. And that's how it went.
I was really surprised that you had the nuts. I thought you had top set.
Oh no, no,
like
no.
7s or whatever it was, or 6s.
I don't think I'd do it with sevens. I mean, sevens I'd have.
No, 7, not 7s. It was because I needed a 7, I think.
I have sevens. I don't think I'd bet that big on the river, and I'm not sure what I'd do on the turn. I don't know what I can't remember what the board was. I think it's 7. Oh yeah, because I don't know over. I would have rivered top set.
It was 8, 6, 5 maybe,
4-5 wasn't. It was
and then
the nuts
3
at
or
the time.
something. Yeah, 4, 5 was the nuts. So
Yeah.
it was 8, 6, 3. Deuce on the turn.
Yeah. And the old 7 on the river, which
Yeah.
I prayed for, and it came in. I thought, thank you so much, Jacob. Got my money from a net, which is just so hard to do in this game.
I got him to pay me off with 9 high, so
How much did you bet? Like nothing on the river when you had 9 high.
no, he just thought I was a retard and I had top 2.
How'd you find the cash game?
It wasn't great for me. I was down about £20 after.
If you
After
weren't
Glenn
on the table, I would
stacked
have been
me.
up. Or if the 7 deuce game hadn't been played, I would have been up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have played a bit
I don't know
more
why,
solid.
I always root for the 7 deuce because it just gets me to 5 better and then lose.
Playing the 7 deuce games adds such an awesome dynamic to cash games. It adds
An extra level.
It adds that bluff into like a 4 betting range.
Yeah.
Lose money.
Jacob's done it a couple of times actually when he's had 7 deuce.
Well, he's gone a bit crazy.
Yeah.
So let's get this action here. Seat 1 is Andy's got
It's like a 6,
sixes,
5.
I think.
Could be 6s.
Then you got 10s of seat 3 of Jacob. So he's 3 bet, I
Folded.
think. He's folded 10s.
But we're at the turn as well, so and there's ace queen 7,
Oh, okay.
double suit, 2 spades and 2 clubs. We've got king 5 and
Ace, ace,
c5,
queen 7, 2 flush draws. And
Glenn-
seat 5, Glenn has king high.
king 5 of hearts does not pair his king.
And
Or
I
five.
think Andy's still got 6s and he's deliberating what to do.
Yeah,
So I think I can only assume Glenn's the aggressor in this position.
oh, Andy looks like he's going to bet out. Yeah, he does
And he
bet
bets the river.
£6.
So he's just got king high here.
Wow,
The
I
board's-
can see Glenn calling actually.
I don't know. Does he ever donk here with the queen? No.
No,
He
maybe
leads here with
obviously with an ace, but
An
how
ace,
many
a
aces he's going to
boat.
have?
misdraws sometimes. So he's just got like
Maybe
king,
like king
9
10
of
of spade,
king
yeah,
10 of spades,
something
king
like
9 of spades.
or of clubs.
Yeah. But even then, his king high's being beaten right now by this donk, so he's not beating any bluffs, and I don't think he can call here at all.
It looks like he's thinking about it though.
I assume it went bet, call, donk,
Could-
river.
Yeah, it could have been.
And he's got to have like low spades here. Like 4, 5 of spades, 5, 6 of spades, 7, 8 of spades. Even the 7, 8 of spades doesn't beat.
Doesn't beat a lot of hands.
No, he doesn't beat anything. He beats low
Nothing that Andy's
low
repping.
spades and jack 10 and king jack. No, king jack, sorry. Just jack 10. Oh,
Wow,
he makes the
makes
call
the
with
call.
king high.
And he's going to show him the bad news.
You show some 6s. King high is no good.
Pretty sure Andy was a bit
You-
worried there when he makes the call.
Oh yeah, he probably definitely thinks he's good. And if he's got a 7 there, it's close. He can call off.
Hmm.
But king high, it's just. And he's such a loose player. He's playing literally any 2 cards, and he hasn't got like a. Hasn't really got a brain in poker.
Yeah.
No offense, Andy. When you hear this in 10 minutes time,
He
No,
does.
he's hearing it live.
He
No,
knows.
it's
He knows.
fantastic.
He knows when to raise. I think
no.
It's literally live, just the hands are from 10
it's about 10
minutes.
seconds behind. I think.
If you go around the table and tell him what everyone's image is or what everyone's play style is, what's
Alright,
Andy?
so
What's
Andy's
Andy's?
seat one.
Andy's definitely quite loose.
Very loose.
I don't think he's very aggressive.
No, he's not.
He's only aggressive when he has a
He's a station,
hand.
basically.
Yeah.
He'll call you with any two all the time. So
With a draw as well.
against that type of player, you want to tighten up against him, have a good hand, and then just extract all the value out of him when he calls you with second pair.
Very true.
Then you've got, who's in seat 2? You've got James Bale.
James Bailey.
Pretty tight. Knows when to pick his spots sometimes blows up.
Mm-hmm.
You play very standardly against him. Jake Jordalis, once again,
Very tight.
very tight. Quite hard to extract value of, but he's quite passive post flop.
Yeah.
So donkey
I think
into
he
him,
has a
check
few-
raising flop. But I did that to him a few times
Yeah.
during this cash game. He just folds. What do you think of seat 4?
Ross.
Seat 4, Ross. What's his play style like?
Well, it's very different to when he plays in tournaments, which is usually quite tight. But in cash games, he can be quite solid, I think. I mean, he had 9-5 earlier and won, but
He's very loose.
but that's quite loose. I mean, he that was the pot where he straddled, I think, just recently.
Yeah, he's super loose.
So that's quite loose.
I think as cash games as most cash games go towards the end of the 3 hours in, everyone's playing super loose. People are calling off with any two,
Yeah.
but I think Ross takes that way too far.
And this is why, Ross. You're asking why we berate you. It's because you're quite loose.
And seeing seat 1 has King Deuce, I think, for Andy Pilsack. Where it looks like it's suited.
And then there's Ace
And
Jack
he's flop
from
top pair.
James Bailey.
James Bale's Ace Jack top pair. And he's C-bet. I think it might have been
Yeah. Could be a C-bet. Looks like 150
yeah.
into a pot of maybe like...
And he's probably always calling here. He
£2.
calls. I would only imagine that unless an ace pills or jack pills, he's going to be shutting down. Deuce on the turn, I
Well.
think he's picked up 2 pair.
So...
He's drawing dead.
0% next to his name.
Yep, he's going to be checking here all the time. Check, bet, fold, I think. Oh no, check. Nice check from Andy. I think he's
Vote.
with deuces full. If not, or is
It might be a
oh,
4. I think it's King 4. He's
actually.
still got the best hand, which
He's
is...
got top pair,
top... No, not top 2, but top pair.
2 pair,
with
9 kicker.
9 kicker.
And he's checked and bets, and James will be folding here most of the time against Andy.
Yeah.
Andy's
Unless he thinks that Andy might just have like Queen Jack maybe.
Queen
play-
10,
and
any
play-
sort of gut
play
shot
this
that might
way.
call.
Maybe even like 8-6.
It's a very dry run out.
Mm.
A very, very
Pretty
dry
bad run out though for Bailey when he only has Ace Jack.
Then you got Glenn. What's his play style like?
Glenn in cash I think is very loose.
In seat 5, yeah.
Mm.
When he does call a lot, and he's
Yeah.
very aggressive.
Like just then when he only had King High, I mean, he's not being a lot of hands.
Yeah, I think he just leveled himself there, thinking,
Yeah,
oh,
maybe.
he must have like low spades.
Because it definitely wins sometimes, but
not enough to call
not
off.
not enough.
I'd much prefer to see him raise.
Yeah.
If he thinks he's got the best hand, then he
'Cause
gets
that's
bottom
probably-
pairs, 2 pairs to fold. Maybe not against Andy, but
Against-
Andy's just got third pair.
against
He's
maybe
going to
Jacob.
fold.
Yeah.
So I'd prefer to see a raise there, to be honest.
Durney in seat 6.
Down in 6-6. This is the most ABC player you'll ever play against in your life.
I've not actually seen much of Durney in cash. I know he's quite tight in tournaments.
He's tight in cash as well. Like, if I can read that kid's hand, like, probably about 70% success rate, I can get his hand nailed. And then who else is playing? Is it Carmel?
Yeah, in seat 8. There's a seat open in seat 7, I think.
Oh, sweet. I
'Cause
think
that's where I was sitting.
Simon Bailey is going to be joining us on the table. And you got Carmel, who is very ABC as well.
Mm.
So we got 2 ABC players. Glenn is quite very
Loose
loose.
aggressive, I think.
Then you got Ross is quite loose passive.
Jacob tight passive.
tight.
Passive post flop, definitely.
James tight and loose. I think the best play style is just, I think, here's to play tight.
Yeah.
I mean,
Certainly at this stage when we've been playing for a few
you
hours.
play differently against different players. I mean, I'd be raise stealing against Jacob all the time.
Jacob and Durney probably.
I being in seat 1, I was in such a nut position because I was in position against most of the loose players, and out position to the tight players who are just going to be folding to me most of the time. So we've got Ace King in C8 for Carmel Kelly.
Offsuit.
Offsuit.
Queen 10 for Durney.
Yep, looks like it's gone raise from Durney with
Maybe a straddle from Glenn, I'm not sure, with 5-4.
yeah, looks like it's a straddle pop. Straddle
Yeah.
raise to 55 for
Durney.
and it should be singing.
Some action? No,
Oh, just
that's
a call.
Yeah, just a call.
Raise to
looks like
65 from Durney and a call with Ace King from Carmel.
Andy and Bailey get out of the way.
I don't mind the flat. I mean, Durney will be folding to 3 bets quite a lot because he is quite ABC and he'll be 4 betting with all his strong hands.
unless Carmel prices him in correctly.
Yep.
Looks like Ross is called with 9 deuce of hearts there.
Yep, and a call from Glenn
Glenn
with
with
5-4 suited, I think.
Could be.
Yep, 5-4
Definitely,
suited.
definitely the 5 of diamonds.
Yeah, never folding suit connectors though in a multi-way pot. I mean, they flop so well.
To the flop.
That's it. We've got
8-6-5.
8-6-5. 4-5 takes the lead. Ace King has the ace of spades.
Gonna
5 on the
check round.
turn. Trips for Glenn.
So here Glenn's going to be winning. He's going to be betting out very often. I think.
Unless he rivers a 7, in which Ross will have the best hand.
Yep.
He has the best hand here. Queen 10 and Ace King are drawing dead. I think he's bet nearly pot. He's bet pot here with trips.
Denny folds.
Folds.
Carmel folds.
I hope to God
Yeah.
Ross folds.
Can't see Ross actually.
He's just got a
Calling.
gut shot and an overcard.
Yeah, looks like he's folded.
And
Good
he
fold.
folded.
Good fold, Ross.
Well played. We're so proud of you.
Nice hand,
What?
Glenn.
Why are you showing a river? No
that's
rabbit
the
hunting
river.
in this casino.
What's the river? Is it a 4?
Can't see it.
I think I might have seen.
He's already taken down the
4
pot. He
corners.
wins.
It's half 10 now.
Yeah, what about?
Are we finishing?
The stream goes down.
I think we're stopping at 11. So we've got about half an hour left to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got to commentate on that. Well, we've got to commentate on the last few hands anyway.
I think
So,
Simon
yeah.
Bailey will be sitting down for the last half an hour. And we'll be stopping about 11 o'clock. On to the next hand. I'd love to know some updated chip counts, see who the... I took quite a lot of money off the table, to be honest. And I
It looks
thought-
like Andy's sort of bought in for maybe 20 quid and he might be, or maybe he's got 20 quid now, but he looks like he could have bought in for a tenner.
From what I remember, Andy is in for 20. James Bale, I think, is down to 10 or 15. So he's down to about 10.
Hmm?
He's down about 10.
Right at this point in time. Yeah.
Down to about 10 from 15.
I think Jacob's up maybe 7 or 8 quid.
Yeah, Jacob got the knocked up Ben Murphy, so I think he's up a couple of quid.
Ross is up quite a bit, I know that. For
Ross is up
maybe
quite a bit.
30 quid, I think he told me before.
Yeah, I think he sat down with 20. I think he's up about a tenner.
Yeah.
Glenn's in for 30 and has added on.
He took a tenner off me just now before I rebought and then cashed out, so I think he might be stuck even or
Yeah.
stuck very little.
Glenn's down about 15, 20 quid, I think. And Derny's probably not starting, as an ABC player always is.
And doesn't look like Carmel has any whites there.
No, I think Carmel must have lost some chips at some point. I really, really like the fact that she 4-bet ace queen earlier.
Oh,
Right.
against Kieran when he had
Yeah.
nines. That was.
I think it's
It's all about knowing your player there, really, isn't it?
against Carmel when she 4-bets me. I think I fold maybe up to jacks, and
Quite-
if I have queens, just go okay. If you got a better hand, let's go. But
It's quite standard, though, isn't it?
What?
4-bet ace king, or well, ace king is maybe an ace
4-bet
queen.
ace queen. No, it's not stat.
No, not an ace queen.
I
ace
expect
king
her
is.
to flat there like 95% of the time. The fact that she 4-bet,
Yeah.
especially with her image, which I hope she's going with.
Who else was in the hand? Because you can argue a fold there as well.
No, it was just Carmel and
Just
Kieran.
Carmel and Kieran. Kieran 3-bet.
4-bet.
Yeah, Kieran
Yeah.
3-bet.
Kieran 3-bet like quite big, and she 4-bet with ace queen. I was
Looks
just
like-
so happy to see.
Looks like Glenn has
So it's-
raised in this hand with Queen 10 offsuit or suited. Yeah, suited.
And
Against James Bailey.
this is James Bell going crazy.
He's all in for the remainder of his stack with King 9s
And I
of
can
spades.
only assume that he's priced
Yeah,
in.
Glenn's definitely
Calling
going to be
Queen
priced
10.
in.
So he's got Queen 10 of die. Is that suited? Looks like
Yeah,
it's
Queen
suited.
10 and King 9
Queen-
suited, I think.
Yep. Percentage is probably it's like 60-40.
Now, how many times are going to run this?
I think they're just going to run it once.
I only ever run it once.
You ever run it once?
Yeah.
Never run it twice.
Yeah, run it twice just doesn't give you any money. You
Chop
go,
it up-
want to
chop
chop
it
the
up so
pot?
often.
Alright, let's go.
Looks like a 8, ace, 8, so 2 hearts.
Yep.
No one's picked up
7 of
anything.
hearts on turn. 7 the river. That's going to be chop. 7s and 8s with an ace kicker.
Yep, chop it up.
Take the money back.
Take the blinds.
Yeah, 7s and 8s with an ace kicker. They'll be chopping that pot. I don't know how the money got in pre. He must have gone raise from Glenn, 3-bet, 4-bet from Glenn.
I think Glenn's in the big blind, so maybe it went raised from an earlier position, like from Durney, and then James Bailey re-raised, and Glenn obviously might have shoved or re-raised, and then Bailey's
I just don't like doing it
obviously
with King 9. I think King 9 is such a bad hand.
Yeah. It's what Kieran was saying earlier. Pick a better hand. Suited
Pick-
aces.
Pick a better spot.
Like
in
with King
4-bet
9.
range. Yeah.
No, Kieran called off 5 quid earlier on the river with King 9s.
No, but
Yeah, but he levels himself way too much.
Against Jacob as well.
King High is definitely the best hand there. Sometimes.
Always has it. Laura, do you want to jump in the stream? No.
That's a yes.
Yes, we have Laura here today. She's going to jump in the stream.
Tell us
She's a bit
how
shy.
you feel about the Poker Society.
As a fresher to the Poker
fresher
Society,
to the
Laura,
Poker
how do you
Society.
feel? Do you enjoy?
As a
do
fresh
you-
and a woman, how do you feel about the UCLan Poker Society? 'Cause poker's a male-dominated
Very male-dominated sport.
I guess.
competi-
It is a
competition.
Wow.
Poker is on ESPN.
It involves physical activity.
Yes, it does. You know how much effort it takes to fold? It's a mental game. Chess is a sport, I guess. So is battleships.
There are a lot of pros that
I love how you
battleships.
had this. Battleships. That's the thing.
You can win more money at poker than you can
think
at
rock,
paper, scissors is a
cricket.
sport.
Yes, we are on the Atrium Archer shot. Whoever you are, we'd love to know who you are.
No, this was a long time ago, I think.
6 setup. Thank you, Menschenkind. Thank you so much. We've worked very, very hard. Well, Kieran and Simon Bailey have worked very, very hard on the stream. I have.
Last few weeks has been must have been very tough for them.
Yes, but they've gotten
Very
over
stressful.
it now. They'll be okay. Let's look at the next hand. So we've got Queen Deuce to seat 1 for
Is that Kings for C4?
Kings for seat 4. That's Ross. Ross on the bottom with Kings.
Ryan Hurley on the bottom.
4's seat 8. So small blind for Glenn with 5-9 suited. From the looks of it. 5-9 off. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's been a raise from 4s
Yeah.
from Carmel.
Re-raise from Andy. Oh no, maybe it's a flat from Andy with Queen.
Yep.
Queen
Is it a
deuce.
white? Why is it such a big pot? Oh, it looks like I think it's a 3-bet pot, and they've all come along. It's 8s, 4s, Kings, Queen 10, Queen Deuce, and 5-9. Bottom down Ace 3-6. Let's see how passive he plays as Kings.
Has anyone got Carmel's the 4
No
of
one ha-
diamonds?
no
But no one's
one
got a
has fours.
pretty strong diamond draw.
No one has an 8. It's a pretty. Given that no one's got an 8 in a multi-way pot, you expect someone to have an ace.
Yeah.
And he's checked, which is absolutely fine. 3 of diamonds on the turn. I think
It's a pretty safe card.
Glenn has turned a flush with 9-5 of diamonds.
He might have done actually. Looks like I don't think Russ is going
Has
to be able
anyone
to
got
swallow
bigger
Kings here, though.
diamonds? No,
No.
he's got the hand on lock. Unless he's going to bet, and it's probably just going to go through. Most of the time here,
So he's turned the best hand.
he is. Turned
Maybe
everyone
he's,
dead.
yeah, maybe he's going to get Ross. I know Ross has still got outs. He can hit a king or a 3 on the river.
Is
fact,
the board
they've
paired?
all-
Oh, the board is
yeah,
paired.
board paired, 2 3s.
So 4s and 8s are still live.
So, is that Jacob? Yeah, Jacob in C3 with 8s. Might find a call here from the bet of Glenn, which looks like it could be about
He's got the
£4.
8 diamonds as well, but I just think he ends up folding here a lot. James Bell folds.
And, oh no, sorry.
Jacob's
Ross,
just
yeah.
going to think
Andy
about it.
folded
He's going to
three.
think, oh, it's check rounds. Maybe he doesn't have an ace.
Maybe he doesn't have a 3. Didn't
Maybe
think-
he's
in
got
the
a
small
3.
blind.
I think you just muck it here. I mean, there are so many bad rivers. There's a 9, 10, Jack, Queen,
Yeah,
King.
all the overs.
Another diamond.
Diamond.
He's will have the 8 high flush.
Yeah.
And Glenn could quite easily be betting here with the King of Diamonds, Queen of Diamonds,
Yeah.
Jack of Diamonds. With a flush draw, and there's not amazing turn cards.
Yeah, the only good turns are the ones that pair the board and an 8, obviously.
Yes, an 8 would be the best. Oh, he's made the call with 8s.
Looks like Ross is going to be out of the hand. Good
He
fold
folds
from
his
Ross.
Kings. Nah, Stan, it's an ace high board.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. 10 on the river.
10 on the river, so Jacob does not improve.
Yep, I think Glenn will be.
I think he'll go bet fold, really.
And he's got the pot's probably like 12 quid. He's probably gonna be jamming this river. Right, that's from
Bet.
out of value bet of 6 quid.
Yeah,
Now, what does the 10 change to this river?
nothing really.
Unless he's got the 10 of
Exactly.
diamonds. But is he ever value betting the 10 of diamonds? No.
Just check call, maybe.
So-
Maybe check raise.
What is he betting here? He's either got complete air,
An
or he's
ace.
got either got a boat, a flush, a
Maybe a
3,
three.
maybe.
Maybe like King 3 in the small blind would do this.
I mean, when Jacob just flats, he's either got a diamond, an ace.
If you're calling turn, maybe not calling this river, but I mean, if he doesn't believe him, obviously it's fine to make the call. But
We believe he was head on the turn, it should
yeah, of course. If you believe you had on the turn, the 10 doesn't really change much unless he's got the 10 of diamonds,
He could exactly just have King 10 with a King of Diamonds.
or just King Queen with the King of Diamonds. or
I
something like
personally
that.
fold turn because I think there's so many
Yeah.
bad river cards, even though they could be quite exploitable.
Yeah.
He's leading into 3 players, and all these players except for Ross could still have an ace
Exactly.
on that turn card, or a 3, and he bets him. So I think he's so strong in,
Mm.
pretty nutted. And
Looks like Jacob's in real pain here. It looks like he's in a real decision. Looks like he wants to make the call, but he doesn't know if he's right.
And the
and
10's not
should
a
go with your
huge
gut,
brick.
Jacob. Forget the maths.
I mean, if you called turn and the river's an offsuit 10, I think you have to
Yeah.
call. I think he's going to call.
I think he's going to call.
I think he's gonna get-
He looks like he's counting out a
Plus,
call.
remember Glenn's image.
Yeah.
Glenn's image is super aggro, post flop and pre flop. He calls a lot. When he bets it, he can't have anything. But he's taking a pretty strong line here.
Yeah.
I think
We'll see
Jacob
that, like,
should
£6?
fold. Obviously, we know he should fold.
Obviously we know, yeah, but... Oh, is he called? Glenn showed the hand.
Yep, and it's no good. Send him the money. Here's a
Jacob,
flush.
yeah, he's paid it, wow.
That's the best thing about being a loose player.
Yeah.
It means you get paid off.
You get
so,
paid off
you get paid
with
off
the
by
best
such a wide range. I mean, Jacob's one of the nuttiest, not nuttiest,
Not tightest.
tightest. That's it. He is one of the tightest players at the table. So
This is painful to watch from Bob.
it's painful to watch. Hey Miles, thanks for watching, man.
Is it
Archer
the commentary that's just too bad, or
This is painful to watch. Well, watching someone pay off with like third better. Yeah, I know.
can get some better commentators in if you want?
Yeah, we can leave.
Laura, do you want to commentate?
We can get a woman if you like. Women are fine. Women are
Oh,
absolutely
looks
fine.
like someone sat down in seat 7, which was
That is Simon Bailey,
with
the previous
watch.
commentator.
Oh, he's got 7 deuce.
Oh, does he know about the 7 Deuce game? That won me a lot of money.
I'm sure he does.
So it looks like we've got ace 3 in seat 2, which could be the best hand
We have
right
ace
now.
9 for. Right, on the bottom, we have Glenn under the gun.
I'm
we
not sure what
have
his hand is
a
yet.
straddle from C8 with 8-5.
Carmel.
And it's got a raise from Andy with ace 9. Absolutely fine. Raised 50p.
Oh, here we've got ace
A
9.
3 bet from
James Bailey.
James Bell with ace 3.
Which is fine against if you want to be opening again against Andy, re-raising Andy, that's fine.
Yeah.
But this isn't the worst hand to do it with.
It's going to fold from Glenn's seat. Small blind is Danny with King
Yeah.
Jack. I think he's going to fold here.
Yeah.
So a raise and a 3 bet.
Pretty standard play from Danny
Unless it's
to
been
fold
a,
this.
a limp and a raise. He'll be folding this most of the time. Yep.
Yeah, maybe Andy has called actually.
7 Deuce
Depending on what
for Simon
Simon
Bailey.
Bailey.
If he knows... Oh, he
yeah,
calls.
he makes the call. So
Oh, he's turning his hand into 10s.
best pocket tens player. Tens would be the best hand here.
And it's bridging a call. Yep, makes the call.
Yep. Very, very standard from Andy to call there with any ace.
Seat 4. Oh, look, Ross is called with 7-5. Why are you calling with 7-5?
He
and a
called.
3?
He called earlier, I think, with to the 3 bet from James Bailey or the raise from James Bailey. So
The ball's deuce, jack, 9, 2 spades, and we've got. And he's got middle pair and a back four, not back.
Yeah, he's
door,
got
nut
the-
flush
got the
draw.
nut flush
I don't really
draw.
see him going away. Going away.
no one's actually made a pair.
Oh no!
Oh no, Russ. Andy.
Andy seat one.
Oh, he's made second pair. Sorry.
Second pair with ace 9. Middle pair top kicker. It's gonna check C bet. And he's cool with 7 deuce. He's gonna go crazy with this. He's setting it up.
Best pocket tens player.
Now he's called.
Oh.
He's called, but Andy's called behind.
So
So
it
he's
looks-
gonna be very worried.
So it looks like a C bet from James Bailey and a call
4 clubs on the turn.
from Simon Bailey.
Simon Bailey probably has to shut down here. I
Yeah.
mean, if a spade come, he'd rep the shit out of that.
Even on the river, if it goes check from Andy.
It
and-
probably checks around here a lot.
Yeah,
Especially when it goes C bet, call. Someone's usually got a jack in this spot,
definitely.
or a spades, or queen 10,
Who's that in
or Ross in the hand, so he could have 2 pair.
Who's in C6?
Does he
Seat
have,
6
does
is
Simon-
Lucas Durney.
does Bailey have a pair? Looks like a deuce
And
of
he's led
hearts.
for £6.
Is that the 3 of hearts or the deuce of hearts?
That is the 4 of clubs.
No,
Oh,
on
that's
the,
deuce of
sorry, on
hearts.
the flop.
Ross's arms are taking up half the stream.
No.
Denny looks like he's got a bit of a suntan on his arm.
Clearly, he's been lifting.
Yes, he has been lifting. Dem gains.
So it looks like-
He's made the call with ace 3.
Yeah, Andy's bet out.
He's obviously going to try and steal this in the river.
Definitely going to rep
He's got to fold the 7 deuce
whatever
with all this
happens on
action
the river.
behind. Laura, you sure you don't want to jump in the stream? Are you sure?
I'll give you
an
a
all in.
Oh, it's an all in. Okay.
An
Well,
all in with ace
Andy's he's drawing dead, I think.
3. He's drawing dead. He's got to show the ace
Oh no,
9.
sorry, he had the 5. Yeah.
And he throws his
4 out
hand.
of 5. Nice hand, Andy.
I have no word. I don't know what the fuck James Bell was doing there with ace 3. I feel like he just called all in with ace 3. And you still have Bailey behind.
Only
who
4
called
outs.
flop.
Only 8%.
Yeah, he had the gut shot to the wheel.
Probably thought his ace was good though. Hello, Connor.
Yeah, he could have like so many missed draws. He could have so many draws there, but I don't think he bet. And he's very,
Yeah, definitely. Andy's
very passive.
Andy's usually got pairs.
Yeah, he's passive. Very loose passive. I have no idea.
When Andy has a pair, you
Can we
know,
discuss it on
because
stream?
he'll call down.
What, we find a pair of headphones.
There is a lost pair of headphones in MR1. If anyone would like to connect them,
And some
in the next
bags
10
and
minutes,
keys.
Otherwise, they will be ours.
they will be ours.
So James Bell's bust here. I don't know if he's rebuying.
No, he's gone. He's moved. He's moved on.
Last one. And that means there's a seat open, which means
Laura,
I think
wanna
I'm
play some
going
cash?
back.
You going back?
Yeah, I'm going to go and play some more cash.
I'm going to go and take a spot.
And show you some more. You going to take the spot?
Well,
Why are
Simon
you
is not
being a
leaving.
jerk?
Conor Murray player fares closer to the door. He's off. Down 30 quid.
Down 30 quid. Gonna spunk it off more.
Obviously wants to come back and...
Yeah, keep spunking off your money. I don't know what you're doing. Alternate hands. Are you sitting down?
He's gone.
Alright, cool.
So, should we say hand 207?
Yes, 207.
I counted 10 hands before the seat became open from Stephen Doherty.
What, you have 207 hands, actually?
No, I don't know the real hands, but
That's
when I
real
sat
hands.
down, it was hand 11.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Stephen busted his 15 quid in 10 hands
Yeah.
very early on.
It's like James Bell sat down again with, I think, a tenner or 15 quid.
So there isn't a seat open.
It's a straddle pot from the looks of it.
So what have we got here? We got King Deuce in seat
A raise
seat 1
to 60p.
from Andy Plizak,
Yes.
the Ukrainian giant.
Balls come down, ace 10 king. So
Bit of an action flop for
everyone's got
Yeah.
equity.
good flop for Andy.
With a second pair for Andy, a gut shot for seat 4 of Ross, and bottom pair for Carmel Kelly. You tired?
Seat 4's folded.
Second up.
Andy's Andy's not folded.
Andy hasn't folded. Ace on the turn. This makes his king very, very likely to be the best
Very
hand.
likely to be in first place.
On check. And 8 on the
of
river.
clubs.
And
So
looks like Andy will probably bet out here.
check
Check,
bet.
bet.
Looks
She
like-
can,
looks like-
she can call.
Yeah. It's a bit of a. It could be an overbet. We're not sure what the pot is exactly, but
Could have queen 9, could have jack 9.
could have any like backdoor
You
spades.
could have 2 bananas, or even 2 Uno cards.
You could have 7 deuce.
You could have 7 deuce. 7 deuce might not play this way.
What do you
but
ask
a bit more
yourself
aggro.
though in this spot? What do you think?
What, in 9-10?
Yeah, to justify the call. What do you say?
Well, she's called out the small blind, from the
Mm.
looks of it, after a raise from Ross.
Ross.
And he's called. It's come ace king 10. She's got a 10.
Yeah,
No gut shot. Just bottom pair.
so she folded,
And she folds.
and I think Andy showed a king.
I think it's just a fold.
Yeah,
She shows a
so
10.
she shows the pair. Good fold.
I think it's just a standard fold. I
Yeah.
think. I mean,
Correct fold at least.
yeah, it's the correct fold, but there's so many better spots. I mean, I don't know why.
You can have queen 10 there and maybe make the call.
I mean, especially in tournaments, when there's so many. Especially in
Yeah,
tournaments.
kicker problems are a real problem in tournaments.
Obviously, in cash, if you've got an unlimited bankroll, you can just
Exactly. yeah,
call
you
off
can
and be
just
like, "Oh, am I
rebuy.
correct here?" But I don't know why you just call with such marginal spots. I know Andy's a very, very loose player, and calling with 10 there, I'm sure is fine
Mhm.
against.
I think maybe I would probably call with a 10 there because how often does Andy have a king when he's
Yep.
when he's under the gun strap?
And you're chopping with every other 10, and I guess
Obviously.
you can value betting a king there, value betting an ace. I personally fold. That's because I'm a huge nit. I played very aggro this.
It might have been she might have been getting the right odds to call as well. I mean, he bet
It looked like
£4.
you bet like £3-4
Yeah.
on the river.
I mean, that looked like an overbet, so it could be obviously a big bet. Could sometimes mean a bluff.
yeah, absolutely.
Certainly from Andy because Andy could do that with a value bet or a bluff.
I think Laura's tired. I think he needs to take her home.
She can get her own way home. I'm not her big brother or her father.
Okay, you're not big brother. I thought you said she was like your sister.
Yeah, big sister. Big sister.
I'm 21.
Are you?
Oh God, you're old.
Wow.
You're 23, Simon. Don't say anything.
I am old.
Are you actually
23?
Yeah,
Are you? When was your birthday? I thought it was November.
August 30th. To all my fans out there, send me love on my birthday, please. I'm 23.
Is Miles still watching the screen?
Yes, I
Scream?
think
The stream.
so. On to the next hands. We got
Miles,
King
get the
10,
word- get
seat
the-
1.
Get the
the
last
big
the last
blind.
few minutes out. I want to get as many viewers. That's
Mm,
graduated, haven't you?
I'll tell you later. Tell
Sounds
you
good,
another
mate.
time.
Anyway, let's get back to this hand. Looks like there's a Queen 10 from Andy Plizek
Yeah.
in seat 1.
Ace 6 seems to be the best hand here. 7-5
Ross.
with Durney. I think Durney's raised 7-5 off.
Wow.
I think he just wanted to play a hand. Board's come down 6-4 Jack. Durney's got the up and down
Missed on the
and
river.
has missed
So Andy's got the best hand.
with Ace 6.
Andy's got the best hand, yeah.
Andy Fold was the best hand. After,
Wow.
I think Durney's led.
Oh no, sorry, Ross has the best hand.
Ross
Andy had
had King 10.
Queen 10 or something like that.
Ace 6 for Ross. I think Ross is going to be check calling here more often than not, especially when he goes check on the turn.
How often?
He's
does
bet
Durney bluff?
big. He's bet big. I
Yeah.
can only imagine Ross calling here with second pair top kicker.
Yeah. Durney might play a 4 this way.
And the
Yeah, he
board,
calls.
yeah, and he has a misdraw.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
pretty standard. I mean, Durney,
Durney-
as soon as he
Durney
sees that
sees-
river, he's got a bluff.
Durney bets flop, checks turn, bets river on a deuce of hearts. What's he repping?
Exactly.
I
But he has to bluff. He can't win.
He
the
usually
pot.
bets twice a top pair.
Mhm. Or maybe an overpair.
I mean, he bet flop, which means he's either got 7-5, a gut shot, or a jack.
Yeah.
And I don't think he checks a jack on the turn.
Yeah.
But he can. He might be just wanting to check call. That's absolutely fine. But he has to bluff it on the
You have
river
to
because he's
bluff.
got 7 high, and I don't know. Ross can just have.
Ross can comfortably check call.
Ross
on
could
the
have
river
the
there.
same sort of draw. He can have 5-3, 7-5 as well.
Oh, Miles has
Or some sort of
replied.
gut
I'll
shot.
tell everyone in the house. You're living with about 20 people, aren't you, Miles? This should be our biggest number of viewers ever.
Yeah, we've Queen Deuce seat 1, the small blind for Andy, Ace 4 and the big blind for James Bale,
10-8 for Jacob.
10-8 for Jacob, under the gun, which I think he has straddled. Nope, he hasn't. I think he's raised.
Looks like a purple in there. Is that purple?
No, I think he's raised 8-10. This is what I mean. He's a very, very tight player.
Only 5.
Oh no, he has straddled. Glenn has raised here with 6s, and it folds round to Andy in seat 1 with Queen 2, who makes the call. That's exactly what I meant by being a very loose player.
Yep. Any suited
You
cards, I
just
feel,
play,
Andy.
you play tight against him, pick up a hand, bet big, and get paid off all the time. Sometimes, obviously, he has 2 pair against your aces,
Yeah,
and you go,
sometimes.
well done, here's your money. But in the long run, you'll take a lot of money off this guy. It's a call from James Bell, and a call from... That was it.
Yeah, just
3
a
handed
call.
to the flop. 3 hands to the flop. It's come Deuce Jack 5. 1 over to... Oh god, looks like England's score for the rugby.
No, that finished a long time ago.
Oh, has it? It's Jack 5 Deuce.
So
Andy has
Glenn
a
has
Deuce.
top pair, I think.
He has
Well,
second
not top
pair.
pair, but
He has the best hand at the moment.
hand. The best pair.
James has a gut shot, and he has 6s. So it's gone a C bet from Glenn, a call from Andy with bottom pair, and a call from a gut shot and
Yeah.
the card for James.
You can
Bale.
justify a gut shot there if you're priced in.
Yep, I did it earlier. Ace in the turn.
So Bailey
Bale
takes
picks
the
the best
lead.
hand. I think he'll be checking here with his showdown value. Is he
No,
going to go for a
gonna
bet?
Bet
He
Lead
leads.
out. Against Glenn, who
Must be folding.
must pick.
He's got a fold here. I mean,
Good.
well done, Glenn. I'm so proud. And he's still calls
Andy's
the
still
bottom
there.
pair.
Wow.
He's just always here.
And
3 on the river.
so straight
He-
now for James Bailey.
Yep, he's picked up the second nuts.
Um,
The second nuts for James Bell.
Yep.
He's going to check and a shove and probably a fold.
probably a fold. Well, he showed them the hand, so
I think. Yeah, he's
he must have called. Yeah, it looks like.
called with bottom pair.
Has
what
he called? Well, he showed the hand, so
Just see if there's any money that's going to be shipped over.
Bailey's definitely going to win the pot, of course.
Oh yeah, he's got the second nuts.
Yeah. No, it doesn't look like Andy called.
And he's counting out his stack.
Maybe he did. CMP's coming back.
Counting his stack.
There's only 5 people in your house, Miles. Why aren't they all here playing poker then?
Yep, he paid him off with bottom pair. Well done, Andy. You're a fucking star. Thank you for joining the table. I should not have let him sit down for a fiver. There was so much more money for me to make
Here he comes.
if he just sat down.
I know it's Simon Bailey.
Simon Bailey is back.
Table's over.
10 past 11 will be your last hand.
Sweet.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Can
You're
you
welcome.
do me a favour and get me like lots of drinks?
Lots of what?
Lots of drinks. So
I'll
I
give
can
you
Onto this hand.
the money's over there.
Looks like we have Andy with a pocket pair of
40 quid on
threes.
Can you pass
Queen
me- can you
4
take a
for
tenner
James
and get
Bailey.
me
8-5
the table.
for
This will be good.
Nah, man.
Jacob, who's
Do you want a tenner?
not at the seat, not at the table.
Sam, do you want a 20?
Why does Sam get
King 9 for Ross.
It's not my money.
Glenn's folded. Is that Jack 10 or Queen 10 for Derny? One of the two.
That's Queen 10 for Danny.
Ace 8 for Simon Bailey and 10 deuce, which has been
I'll buy you.
It's a
looked
heavy
at.
replay
I'll
to
buy
get
you a
back.
drink.
By
and give me
Carmel
the money
Kelly.
back.
caramel.
William.
By you mean me.
So
Okay, no,
Simon
okay.
Bailey folds. Derny makes the call.
Would you like a drink?
Folded.
Are you coming to
Andy,
my
of
house?
course, going to call with
Sweet.
a pair.
Fantastic.
We've got threes on seat 1 for Andy. He'll probably be calling.
Yeah, he's
Queen
called.
10. Danny opens Queen's. Danny's opening Queen 10 and a straddle pot.
I think it's been straddled by Ross.
I think he's made it 55p from the looks of it. He's put £1.5 in, but I'm sure he's made it 55p because he hasn't got any.
Well, no, there's a green in as well, just above the line from Andy. So I know it's 55p.
Jacob G straddled 32x.
So it's Queen 10 versus threes and King 9. King 9 for Ross.
He actually did.
Did he really?
And the boards
32x.
come down.
He straddled for £3.10.
6.
20.
So Ross has the best hand here.
Top pair.
Yep, with top pair.
Usually it's the best hand.
The way this usually goes for Downey is it goes check, he c-bets, and then shuts down. Unless he turns a jack.
Unless he turns,
The
you know,
whole
Exactly,
Exactly
a
a
jack, a
jack.
queen, or a 10 on the turn.
not even an ace can make Derny call.
He c-bets,
Andy's going to call
and he's calling with threes.
with
What you do?
with an under pair,
Bad drink.
which
Can
Andy
you get
is
me
not a good play.
two single boxes and cokes.
It's not a good play, Andy.
Whatever you want and whatever you
Can't be
want.
calling there. You got to be raising
It's going to be 20.
if you're going to be in the hand at any point.
Two singles.
Yeah, £2.
Just give me 20.
Ross leads
Have
out
the 10 back.
on the 5 of spades. It's very good turn card for Ross actually. Top pair,
Singles.
flush
single vodka and
draw,
cokes.
second nut flush draw.
Well,
3 vodka and coke.
You want vodka and coke? Three
Andy
single vodka
plays
and
out.
I'll just get like 7.
If
How many
Derny's
do you
folded,
get? 3?
Andy is going to be.
Get some.
Yep, Andy makes. Ooh, shoves. Is that a shove?
I'm not made of money.
Did you
Andy.
Can you look at this?
Away, please.
Andy
He's still in his hands.
Andy shoved with pocket threes,
He shoved with pocket threes.
and Ross has the
There's-
nuts. Well, not the nuts, but the best hand.
He has top pair. On this 4, 5,
Yeah, that's
6, 7. Yep, he has threes for a straight. The bottom.
Oh, Andy's river the straight.
He has river the straight.
Goodness
and
me!
he needs to work
Surely he's going to get paid.
by top pair. Andy's like shoving like.
Andy will shove a 7 here. He shows
Isn't
it.
Cool.
Wow.
And there's the wanker gesture from Glenn,
Yep.
which we definitely love. Shows King 9. I think he's called. Has he called off?
Did he call Andy?
No, you fold.
Oh, he
He
folded.
folded from my intel.
We've just been told that Ross.
Quite an easy fold. He's
Higgins
overbet
folds.
the river, and it's 4 to a straight. Yeah, he can be bluffing them sometimes.
Got a
You've
bit
got
smaller
king
there,
and
Andy.
a shit kicker.
If you want to be in the hand there, Andy, you got to raise it up on the flop. You can't afford to get there
And you know what I was doing.
every single time.
If he has 2 pair there, it's like it's a bit gross.
Yeah, definitely.
But king and the pretty much
Or
the
even a
worst
set.
kicker. He's beating king deuce in terms of kickers. Because 3's a straight, 4's a 2 pair, 5, 6, 7 is a 2 pair, and 8's a straight. So he's basically beating king deuce. And just absolute air. So next hand we have James Bell on the bottom here with queen 9.
Ace 6 from. Oh, sorry, King 6 from Carmel.
Yep, starting the action with Derny's folded, Carmel,
Sorry, Simon's folded. Carmel's
C8
folded.
is folded.
Straddle from Glenn.
Yep. Got deuce,
Jack 3.
5, I
Jack
think.
3 for
deuce 5 for Andy in seat 1.
Ross in the big blind.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing, like limping that in. What's his? I just want to know, like, he's just. What is his thought process here? I've got 5 deuce. Let's have a gamble. I think that's probably it. Which is, I guess, is a fine.
You got 2 straight flush
mentality
draws,
to have,
haven't
but
you?
it's just a retarded mentality.
2 straight flush draws
I'd
is
like
usually
to
the best.
call- If he was in the room right now, I'd call him a retard to his face because that's just so. It's just such.
And
a
look,
silly
he's only got 3 outs
Jealousy
because
is
he's
strong.
dominated. Queen 6, 8, 2 spades.
Yep. Looks like James Bell's taking the lead here with. Oh, sorry, seat 3 of Jacob's taking the lead here with queen 9.
Yep, top pair.
The top pair.
Glenn
And
has
has anyone
Jack.
got any sort of flush draw?
There's a backdoor flush draw
Backdoor
from Ross with Jack.
Deuce. What's he doing in the hand as well? What is going on? Calls it the big one with Jack Deuce off. What are you hoping to flop, son?
It's Jack 3. 3 of spades.
Oh, he's got Jack
Slightly
three.
better than
Oh,
Jack
it's
Deuce.
Glenn who's cool with Jack Deuce
Yeah.
in the straddle.
Glenn has the. Oh no, it's the Jack of. No, it's Jack of spades. Who's
Let's
got
just check round this board. 9 of 10. 9 of spades. That's such an interesting
it's a
card.
very good card.
Now, seat 5 Glenn's
For Glenn.
picked up the Jack High flush draw.
Top 2 are now for
Top two.
Jacob Georgiadas.
Yep. How did he get to the bar so quickly? Well done. And
Probably
Ross
empty.
bets here with Jack 3 with a 3 of spades. And a raise.
Got a flush draw.
Oh, this is so interesting for Jacob, who's got top 2.
Jacob will, if he hasn't got much for stack, he'll have to ship it.
Do you want?
I had one, didn't I?
I didn't
I'm
know you-
pretty sure I asked for
I
one.
actually got 2 for me, but there you go.
I don't remember what it is. What is it? Coke and
I think like
vodkas.
Vimto or something.
Vimto. Water. There's ice in there, so it is water. Yeah.
I think
allowed to drink alcohol on stream. So
it's been a raise. This is so interesting for
Coke
Queen Nine.
and
I think
ice.
he's just going to rip it in here. I mean, it's very. It's such a weird spot. You just don't want to fall
There's-
top 2 here.
I think Jacob might have made a call actually because there's some chips in front of his cards.
80% proof. 4% on the
Ross, obviously,
He's going to well up and just fold his shit.
just think not this time.
I think he's called
Oh,
all in.
yeah, it's gone all in.
He's shoved. No one's thrown the all in triangle. It's going to be the Jack High flush with a gut shot to the 10 and top 2. Oh, he's folded.
Wow.
I told you 10 was fine.
That's so cheap.
I know.
4 singles
That would cost me
in London.
London?
It'd
Yeah,
double
wait,
that, wouldn't it?
like 20 quid.
With 60 quid still. And money.
Right, no.
So, looks like Glenn took down that pot with a.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Was that a river bluff or was that a?
I don't think he folded though. I think Jacob must have shoved and Glenn folded the Jack High flush
Oh yeah, that
and
could
the
have,
gut shot.
could have happened. Yeah, Jacob's. Yeah, he's got some whites under his purples now.
Yep. Well played. Nice hand. This is the last 8 minutes of the stream. They are playing till 10 past 11, and then we'll do the little sign off.
He has
Can I go in the middle?
Yeah, you can take over,
You
mate.
can stand behind if you want.
Well,
I'll stand behind because I want you to see
if he
the
stands
stand.
behind the webcam, won't pick him up.
would you like me to review? Is this the hand?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. Well, we have Andy here, who's here to review his
With
own hand.
King.
He's just massively above.
What have you got? King Queen.
He is King Queen, which is the top of his range. To be
Oh no,
honest.
that's not my hand. That's not the last hand.
The last hand's not for another
This
4
is the
minutes.
second to last hand.
Let's review this.
Have you got King Queen though here, Andy?
King Queen for seat 1 of Andy.
Can't quite see.
So
On the button is Jacob, so seat Danny is in seat
Seat
6,
3.
which I think is in the straddle. 4's for Carmel. I can imagine her raising it. She's cool, actually. She's
Yeah.
called the straddle.
Jack 8 looks like for. Oh no, it's not Jack 8. Sorry, 6-8.
Yep, King Queen for Andy's raised to £2 from the looks of it. A call from Queen.
6-8 for Ross. Fold. Is it?
Is he called with Jack Deuce? James Bell's called with Jack Deuce suited. What's
it's Stephen.
Stephen.
Oh, Stephen
Oh,
O'Doherty.
Stephen-
James
Stephen
Bell's
Doherty's
busted
come
Stephen
back.
O'Doherty. Okay, he's called
Sorry
Jack
about
Deuce. King Queen for Andy in seat 1. Ace 4 suited for Glenn and 4s.
Flop top pair.
Oh, the ball's come down. Queen 3-9, 2 clubs. No one's really got a flush draw. It's King Queen who's taking a massive lead now.
Yeah, well,
King Queen's taking a commanding lead here.
you take it off.
I mean,
Well, no, there's pandemonium going on. I'm not going back in.
Queen Jack has top pair as well, so we could see some money being paid here, especially with Andy's image being pretty retarded and all.
Danny's got a pitchfork out. He's riding his tractor right now. You chuck my light there as well, Simon.
Yeah.
All in from Jacob with
Nice catch, bro.
Queen Jack. Did you fold, Andy? With
I-
King Queen? Or did you call it all in?
Of course, I called.
Well, obviously you called, but
It's the right
Jacob's all in with Queen Jack,
it's the right call. in this
and probably a
position.
call from
Oh, and he's got King
as King
King
Queen.
Jack.
call. Yeah.
You've got King Jack, not King Queen, for a gut shot.
Backdoor flush draw. And
No, he's got the Queen of Clubs from the looks of it. No, he's got Queen of
Jack of,
Spades.
Jack of clubs.
He's got the Jack of Clubs. For the
And he's in seat 1 with the Jack of clubs.
He's got a King as an out, a 10 as an out, and backdoor clubs.
Yeah.
And I think he's called the all in.
Fold from Carmel, which is obviously pretty standard. Calls the all in.
And this is why it's so easy to take money off this guy. I mean, he's calling you with King High. Like, King High, and you've got top pair. You are a huge
I
favourite.
put him on Queen High. It's fine.
What
You
is it
put
like?
him on Queen
you're on-
High, and you know Queen High's still top pair.
Is it more
Well-
than 70% when you have top pair against 1 over? Must be more
He's
than
got a gut
70%.
short and an over, so he's probably like 18% here.
Pay the man his money.
Let's see a turner over. I don't know what the hell's gone on here. He just called with King Jack against Queen Jack. He's been sucked out on, which is a little bit
Yeah.
harsh. A bit unfair. But let's see a turner over. Jacob Georgiadis is all in. Shows Queen Jack against King Jack.
Was it Queen Jack?
You King Jack.
King Jack.
King Jack.
When, did Jacob have Queen Jack?
Turn is a
Yeah,
brick.
definitely.
He's only got a king on the river, a 10. And he will double up.
Yep.
And he has spunked off literally like a tenner.
It's only a tenner. It's fine.
It's
only
only
a
it's
tenner.
only a tenner. But that was pretty retarded. No offense.
It was the right.
Looks
call.
like Steven
Yeah, I
sat
played
down
for
with
fun.
quite a lot of money.
I don't want to make a profit of 50p.
Oh, good. I'm glad you play for fun. You can come to any of my cash games ever.
You can come
You're always
to
welcome.
I usually
any cash game anywhere in the world. People, I think, would love to play
I
against
cash
you.
well in all cash games except
you?
this one.
Except this one.
Every
a
other
su-
cash
what
game
a
of his life he's
surprise.
done well.
Does that mean that everyone else's play has improved and yours has just stayed at the same level?
Oh, I'm just amazing.
But at that level, everyone
Money
else
has no
wasn't,
value to me.
wasn't
that's
going to
why
be
That's what makes me able
making
to,
a profit. Money has
I
no
believe
value
this is
to
the
you.
last hand, which is the most interesting and the
Oh,
most.
l-
You've got a
mo-
jack, Andy.
and
Ace
the most
queen.
bullshit.
Alright, in seat 1 we have the Jack of Diamonds.
Looks like there's two ace queen up
Two
to
ace queens. Get some action here from Stephen
Yeah, it's a
Stephen
super
O'Doherty.
strudel.
Super straddle.
Yeah, it's
Up to Carmel in
up
C8.
to £3.20, I think it was. Whatever.
Simon Bailey
What
with
in the hell is going on?
3-6. 5-3 from Lucas
So
Durney.
it's a
7-4.
super straddle
Glenn
hand
with
from the
C5.
looks of it. I think, is Jacob the last straddler or is he raised?
I'm the last straddle.
Jacob's the
I'm
last
old,
straddler to
£8.75.
£3.20.
You said you didn't, Glenn said you didn't care about it.
No, I said.
£3.20.
£3.20 straddle, so it's gone 20, 40, 80, 160, 320, 324.
pretty big
Somehow they taught Jacob into a 320 straddle.
Oh, we didn't talk him into anything.
He did it all himself.
So a fold from Durney. With a
Glenn
very
in seat
ace.
5 was 7-4 off. I would imagine, I wouldn't even be surprised if he shoved here, just seeing all the value. He folds, well done Glenn. Carmel with A to P in,
With King 4, was it?
King 4 folds.
I re-straddled. I asked.
Andy
him to
Plizat
restraddle.
with a jack.
With jacks.
Oh, jacks.
Well, that's a bit.
Jack of diamonds, jack of hearts.
He has
Ace
jacks.
queen and ace queen. Well, this is where all the money's going to come
I
from.
call.
He calls the jacks.
Just a flat.
Stephen O'Doherty wouldn't even be surprised if he shoves here. It's such a good spot to shove.
You're flipping against Andrew. However,
Oh, we have an all in of Jacob. I think it's gone
Flat, I jam.
flat, flat, and a jam, and everyone's called. It's ace queen versus jacks.
Andy's in extremely good position here.
Yes, he is.
Only,
He's got a dodge.
only dodged 4 cards.
Yeah, dodging a jack, dodging 2 queens and 2 aces, and a straight.
Can he sweat the ace and queen?
Let's see what
He's
happens.
been lucky enough all the last other
That's
rounds.
it. And
Every other cash game.
There's
board
a
is
Surely he'll get sucked
pretty
out.
dry.
893.
Pretty dry board.
893 rainbow.
Suck down.
Ace on the turn!
And a 6
6
on the river.
which means
GG.
Andy will be chopped up into little pieces by Jacob and Stephen Doherty, who look at the little celebration there with his fingers.
Making a net loss of 11.25 in that cash game.
Hey, you got it in
that-
good.
was
That's
that
all you
last
can
time?
say. You got it in good.
Can't win them all, Andy. Can't
Do you want to do
win
the sign
them
off?
Is this the
all. Just majority of them.
Yeah,
Would you like to sign off, Kieran?
Do the little sign off.
We'll do it. We'll do it all. We'll all do it.
We'll all do it.
I mean,
It's goodbye from me and me
I
and me.
know.
Thank you for all my sweet profit.
No, everyone come in. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's alright.
Bye.
Boom. Let's go.
So,
what do we
thank
say?
you. Thank you from everyone at UClan Poker Society. This is the end of our 3rd stream, and we will be here next Tuesday for the second live league week. So I hope you've enjoyed the stream. We've been streaming for quite a long time now, and it's time to go out and get drunk. So, cheers, peace.
Thanks for that.